Hey, everybody, what's going on? We are Indoor Recess. I'm Indoor.
I'm Recess.
This bit still lives.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now and forever.
Long live the bit.
Ba-ba-ba.
That bit has longer longevity than my life. Let's go.
Don't speak that into existence.
That bit, I guarantee you this YouTube VOD will live longer than me. 2020, they're gonna dust this bad boy up.
Tombstone says 2021. What up?
Oh my God. It's incredible because I think there's a YouTube is over party every 3 months.
Actually, it's like the cockroach. It's gonna be the only thing that lives.
Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, that's the future. That's Galaxy
Long
YouTube.
after we're done with electricity.
When the Galactic Federation
Once we
comes
unload
back.
our collective consciousness to YouTube, we're gonna be good to go, baby.
It's our tube now.
We too.
We too.
No, it's still YouTube. It's just the U.
Just you.
It's literal.
Y'all tube.
Y'all too.
I'm sorry, I was just imagining that the Southerners got uploaded to a separate consciousness called Y'all too.
Y'all too. That's
Which I'm,
dangerous
in
because some
full
people who just
support
use y'all would go into that. It's like, this is not what I was expecting. Okay.
of. No.
What do you expect? No, let's talk about that. What
Well,
what do you
I use y'all. I
that
kind
you
of
would find? No. what do
I
you think-
use y'all as a term for gender neutrality because it is a second person
Y'all's the
plural
best
Okay.
gender
Yeah, it's a-
neutral term.
Yeah,
You
okay,
can't change
that's
my mind.
reasonable.
And so I think, and also all y'all is what have all y'all been up to is a fun thing to say. It's like
Okay.
a nice thing on your mouth to leave.
I'm not seeing how that's different from the Southerner YouTube though.
Well,
Explain it to me, the Southerner.
I think in the Southerner YouTube, you might find more hunting videos and more necessary conversations about camouflage for deer season. And I think in my space and the
I'm
YouTube
digging
out-
the grave. You're walking on thin ice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Oh boy.
I know what's really sad is that you were saying hunting camouflage. Somebody in the chat said prepper videos, and I was like, that's on my regular YouTube. Oh, I see. It's like, now I am the one who has dug the hole.
It's nice down here.
It is. It's where I keep my bunker.
It's nice here in hell where we all currently
for when the
reside.
brown people
Oh, is that what we got? Is
Is
that what I hit? The all y'all bunker?
Yeah. I don't know.
What's today's question?
Yeah, I was
hit us
gonna say let's get away from this and start talking about the question. Today's question is where you tell me about your ideal tattoo.
My eye.
Do any
I
of you
wanna-
have tattoos? Solani, you have?
I
a tattoo?
don't.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, we're a bunch of pure
None of us have tattoos?
Fucks.
No?
TK does.
TK, you've
Yeah,
got-
I have tattoos.
TK's cool. The rest of us are these blank slates, boring.
I want to get a
But we're-
tattoo on
But
my
we're getting
hip.
into heaven.
Why are we, this is a little unhinged.
I'm so mad.
Okay, tattoo on my hip,
Uh-huh.
on the outside of it. It's the tarot card, the Tower, but
Oh,
the
nice.
inside is a very pretty dice tower. That's my answer. Next.
Nice. I'll go next. I've always, it sounds weird, but when I was younger, I was kind of messing around with this design and I kind of came up with it and I really like it. It's 2 crescent moons around a pentagon star to look like an eye. And I kind of with a little more detailing, with a little more crater work on the sides of it to make it kind of look like that. I would love to get that either on my arm or on my shoulder.
Oh, that sounds cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
Katie May?
I win.
I already said Katie May. Who am I looking at? I don't care. Either one
Sonny,
of you.
what's yours?
Careless. I don't really have one.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't- I don't want stuff on me because I can't change.
You get
Yeah.
a temporary
the
tattoo.
thing. Yeah.
Okay,
Then it can
so
be anything.
yeah, tell me about your ideal magical tattoo.
If it's gonna be magical, it's gonna be Sailor Moon related. Like it's gonna be
Hell yeah!
The whole sleeve. It's like this is gonna come off in 2 weeks, but for them, whoa, baby.
No, the full back.
Incredible. That'd be awesome.
Full transformation sequence all over my back.
Which form of
Hell yeah.
Sailor Moon?
Was
No,
it like-
I think mid transformation with the ribbons.
Oh,
I
that'd be
like
so
that.
awesome.
That's so much better than my answer.
That's
I was
so
gonna say all of
cool.
them, like in a, like
That's
a,
that
like
is
a
full-
montage. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd probably do super because I do like the that they have the sleeveless instead of the really dopey cap sleeve. They have like a sleeve. Never mind, it doesn't matter.
But it'd be cool to have like the ribbons kind of go all over the rest of my body to like wrap around my arms and like that'd be really cool.
I mean, it sounds like you've thought of this. Like,
I'm just thinking about it now, but I'm not going to actually get it done.
I don't know what it would be of. I just like certain styles. Like I like traditional styles. I like Russian prison tattoos. I like
Yeah.
scumbag tattoos. I'm a big fan of like scumbag tattoo art.
What
but I
is
don't know.
scumbag tattoo art? Is that it's
just
I
like-
hope please don't say stick and poke. It's got to be
Chili
It's
really
like
likes
the
stick and poke.
ballpoint pin style that you just
No,
keep
I mean the
pin
drawing
until
itself.
it's gone.
The drawing itself looks like it could have been on the back of like a notepad or a notebook or something like that.
yeah.
I like stuff like that, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
That's something
I
that you
would-
carve into a desk.
Yeah, that's.
I
what
like a lot of
Yeah.
I like a lot of stick and poke. I like a lot of
It's gonna be
Pointillism
on each
and
knuckle,
sacred
and it's just gonna
geometry.
say soup back.
Why is it on your
Maybe.
knuckles
But
though? It should
it
be
is like-
across your back.
It's gonna be facing the wrong way, so like it'll read right when you look in the mirror, but otherwise it's just like oh.
Right.
Perfect. It's perfect.
I wanted a tattoo for like the longest. Like if I wouldn't get one tattoo, I would get like sleeves or just like go all out. I know if I started,
Yeah.
just my personality, like I would just go all in on it.
This is now
And-
the thing I spend money on is
For-
tattooing my body. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mentioned it to my buddy who's got like tons of tattoos, and like we've talked about it a couple times. I was like, "Hey, what do you think of this tattoo artist? What do you think of that?" Blah blah blah. And then like one day he just turns to me and he goes, "Dude, if you don't have a tattoo by now, you're never gonna have a tattoo." And then I never thought about getting a tattoo after that.
He
I was
really
just like-
thought that was gonna be the kick in the pants to get you into the seat.
I
but
was
you're
like-
"You're right, dude."
I was like, that's not true. People get tattoos when they're 60 or 70. He's like, fine, get one when you're 70. And he's just like, but there's like two types of people. People that get tattoos and people who don't. And sorry, dude, you're not a dude who gets tattoos. And I'm like, damn. He's like, you were in a hardcore band in your 20s when sleeves were the thing and you didn't get that done. And I was like, yeah, but I didn't want anything to look stupid when I got older. He's like, you're still going to think that though.
Yeah.
I was
Actually-
like, okay.
My mom just turned 62, so she's 62 this year, and she has been bugging me for the past 2 years to introduce her to my tattoo artist friend because she wants a braid. She wants a pointillism braid across like the peak of her forehead, just
Very
under
cool.
her hairline, and she really is like one of the coolest grandmothers I've ever met. But like I just got to get around to doing it because she wants it. I know she wants it in like grayscale or something, but
I'm sure it's also hard because of
But-
COVID right now. So like that's what's
yeah, for sure. Well, and like this time last year, the tattoo artist took leave because she had had a baby, and so it's like she had just started doing tattoos again, and then COVID hit, and it's like, ugh. So I don't know when my mom's gonna be able to get that face sprayed, but
Yeah. What about you, TK? What's your next tattoo?
I'm gonna get a demi sleeve down on my lower arm. That's just a bunch of script, just a bunch of quotes that I really like from stuff that I
Twilight?
like.
Twilight quotes.
from Twilight.
Okay,
Twilight quotes?
before the end of the year,
Oh yeah.
can we commit to a Twilight viewing party?
Yeah.
We need to.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, we
should.
do.
I've sat down to
Now
see
that
that
it-
movie.
I can't
like,
believe
at
that's
least 4
how we're
times.
gonna ring in the new
Like
year.
at
Yeah.
least 4 times I've sat down to watch that movie, and each time with
Drinking is
energy,
mandatory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll,
and
we'll
I
make a
haven't
game of it.
Gotten through it.
Yeah.
It's hard for me because like it's hard for me to watch a movie that's like 90% blue filter and not get sleepy now.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Because I watch so many blue filter ASMR. I'm just like, also nothing happens in that movie. So
Well, good to know.
Yeah.
I'm excited. It's gonna get me.
To 6th grade Katie May. Completely.
The world
wrong.
happens. I'm excited because it's gonna be good prep for seeing Robert Pattinson as Batman. Like, I'm very excited to see. Like, man, this dude's got range. It'll be nice to like see that.
You think so? You feel like you're gonna witness him at his finest?
Oh no, I'm gonna
At
be
that
like,
age?
I mean, range. Like, man, he probably got a lot better. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
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 probably
man,
got a
I'm
lot
glad
better.
he's out.
Honestly, it's really
got
too
a lot
bad
better.
because he's a lot better as Cedric Diggory than he is as.
Aw,
Diggory was good.
That's tough. Most of his time is
Yeah.
as a corpse, though.
It's not. Never mind.
That's my
I wa-
boy.
Oh God, heartbreaking scene. Anyway, y'all want to play Dungeons and Dragons?
I will
More
say,
heartbreaking
like,
scenes?
one of my primary DM inspirations is that moment of the movie Goblet of Fire when like Harry comes out and he's holding the corpse and and it's that slow realization over the crowd from like celebrating to realizing a horrific event is happening. I
Yeah.
think that's so well done, and it is infused in so much of my DMing.
It's incredible because it's the moment that like everybody in the crowd is like looking at each other is like, are we still in a YA novel or
And that's what I want. That's what I want my players to be thinking all the time.
What
It's
about
like
my
the
grumbly gooks
yeah.
back at home? I gotta take care of them. They're ruining
Yeah.
my yard.
Yeah, it's the moment when like J.K. Rowling was like, Roald Dahl who? I don't know him.
I don't know him.
And then it got very dark. And you as a child realized that even if you are the best and you're a very good person, you can still be horribly murdered by a fascist. So
Anyways, don't be a turf, kids.
Don't be a
Anyways, Daphne still has a -1 in strength and wisdom, so good for her.
Nice.
I'm just checking into my character sheet. Like, where have I been? Where am I going? Still in the negatives for some of my stats.
yeah.
So that's what I got going on.
I mean, I don't think you're alone in that. Troilus' intelligence is a -1.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's reassuring.
that tracks.
Is
you know.
Troilus, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Does Witch have any negatives modifiers?
No,
And
none.
Shushua surely does not. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I was like,
I have
oh,
a 0
fucking-
in charisma.
Well, that blank slate makes sense
Yeah.
to me.
There you go.
TK, I'd like to volunteer as tribute.
I'm proud of you.
I think that, so many times you have to ask and that's bad on us.
Oh my
Well,
god!
you told me
already
last
volunteered.
week,
You're
actually.
already
Already
getting
volunteered.
it.
Get
Yeah.
over here. Like I would just do the recap. I'd be like, okay.
Because I
we'll
want
go.
you to feel supported. I don't want you to
You
feel
already
like
told me
teacher-
last week you were
a
doing the
teacher
recap.
calling on your classmates.
Mhm.
All right, Carlos, do the recap.
In the mountains of Tizerius, our heroes watch the battle between harpies and shadow demons. Daphne created a distraction by cast. Oh no, I'm too far.
No, that's
That
yeah, because guess what? TK didn't write one.
I
and
didn't
I'm
do
gonna-
a recap.
No
last week.
worries, because I'll do the recap. And so I'm gonna do the recap. So TK every week until this week has been writing us chuckle fucks a recap so that we could then read it out loud. And I need to be better.
I don't think anyone noticed. I don't think any. I think everyone thought it was off the top of her head.
I want to get better. I want to be better. I want to tell my wonderful DM TK to take a break. Here I
Henry,
am.
You're already dead.
Oh
Go ahead,
my
do the
God.
recap.
What do you want?
I feel like we're just in English class and you're just the student who's sitting at the
Yeah.
Thank you.
Or her grandkids 70 years from
It's
now when she's telling them
exhausting.
about this story. Yeah. At one time, I was a great friend.
Anyone, you can ask any of my friends. They'll tell you I'm the most kindest and empathetic person that they know.
Just do
Something
the
that my
recap.
real college roommate told me first day of freshman year, and it was a red flag. Anyways,
I
I will
don't
do
trust
the,
a
we'll do
motherfucker
the
who calls
recap now.
himself empathetic.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So last week was a bit of a doozy. If you don't recall, the week before, Wench and Daphne died during their individual trials. And finally, it ended up being up to Shushua and Troilus to see whether they would win or fail. Troilus, of course, through the grand trial of a Hector confrontation. Yes, that's right, a confrontation with his younger brother. How do you feel about how it went, Masood?
on the charge of fraternicide, I do plead guilty. Yes.
Yes, I do. Yes, you did. You did kill your brother, but that means you passed the trial because we're playing by Erebos logic, baby.
Yeah.
Of the same measure, Shushua made the choice to leave her friends to suffer.
No, you guys died quickly.
Okay.
I destroyed them quickly.
Yeah. And complete your quest. And since we were playing by Erebos logic, you passed your trial as well. It was a great job for Shushua and Troilus, who were then left without their dear friends, Wanch and Daphne. So they went to Erebos and tried to barter for the return of our souls. And I will say that it went okay.
That it went
It wasn't
okay.
great,
Yeah.
but they didn't die, and you did get a yes. So hey, that's bingo,
It's like-
baby.
It's a hall pass. You guys got a hall
Yeah.
pass from death. Yeah.
Yeah. So the hall pass is that we can go finish our quest, but then do we have to go back?
If we bring Heliod and Phoenix to
The underworld.
Erebos, then you guys will be freed from.
Yes, it's an
obligation to
exchange rate. So,
But if we don't, y'all asses are
if
going
we
back.
bring 2 replacements, we'll get to leave. But if we don't bring 2 replacements, we'll have to go. Those
So wait.
replacements being Heliod and Phoenix.
So the replacement, let me get this right. The replacement
no,
for
please.
Wanch and Daphne,
Yeah.
2 people kicked out of a heroic academy, are
Yes,
2
yes,
gods.
Yes.
Equivalent.
Equal exchange.
Yeah,
Yes,
equal
yes, yes,
exchange
yes, yes.
rate.
And
It's
so
like going to
technically-
GameStop. It's like going to GameStop.
Like, wait, I can't get the
100%.
original Demon Souls for PlayStation 3 unless I turn in my PlayStation 5.
You don't understand. I paid $75 for this game.
10 cents. That's it. 10 cents in store credit.
In
Old
store
apples.
credit.
But-
Old apples. That's all you got to GameStop.
And so
go back to
Erebos
Funko Land.
agreed to the bargain and then gave Shushua and Troilus the Sun Spear, the god-killing, what is it called, the Sun Spear? I believe it's called
It's a
the
bident?
god-killing bident. Thank God.
No, it's
No,
a
it's
spear.
not.
It just
Oh.
says Bident on the
Oh,
picture,
okay.
but
It's a
it is
sun
Crusaor.
spear?
Crusaor.
the-
Yeah.
Crusaor.
Sphere or
Yeah,
spear?
sure, it's a
Spear.
spear. No, it's a spear.
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 Okay.
Sun Spear.
You okay?
Yeah. and then Troilus and Shushua went to go find Daphne and Wanch. And of course, they then they found Daphne first, who actually had in their stead become the ruler of Elysia, the place of the underworld where dead heroes get to go and reside. And Daphne, perfectly happy, sort of having come into her own as a ruler, asked Shushua and Troilus to stay for a week while they found Wanch and considered whether or not they even wanted to return in the first place. So that is where we left off. Did I miss anything?
No.
I think Troilus hit you with the fact that you're running away from your problems by staying in Elysia. Like you're like wallowing instead of getting back on the horse. Yeah,
The horse.
the horse.
And so, I'm sorry for making it weird. But Daphne's also like a ruler in Elysia and is doing a great job and having a great time. So both are fair, and that's where we left off. You have to find Wanch. Who knows what his heaven looks like?
Yeah.
It's just a penny arcade.
What? That's Finch, all eternity.
Yes, God, yes.
Yeah, it's been a little while since we've seen Wanch. The last time we saw Wanch, and I'm gonna wait for you to finish your drink so that you don't think that you have to drink really fast in order to answer any questions. The last time that we saw Wanch, he had briefly woken.
I'll take any.
He woke up in the middle of a grand arena, and it was bleak and gray and very sad and miserable, with dust and ash swirling about in eddies and for a few moments he stayed there in this limbo before he felt a hand on his shoulder, and then a bright warm light engulf him. Now we see Wanch in his own corner of Elysia, waking up. The home that he is in is large and spacious, and he wakes in a room with a closed door, a comfortable bed, and sparse furniture. Where are you?
Sparse furniture. This is Wanch's heaven?
Yeah, presumably.
I think he is at his like his parents have like a lake house somewhere that they would like dump the kids at. And because they like didn't use the lake house very often, the people in the town would assume Wanch was like a caretaker of it. So he had no status there. His parents were never there. He was just like a normal groundskeeper for this cottage in the woods.
Very cool. So you stand up and you're in this room and you look around. You see that the sun has begun to filter in through this sort of filmy window. It's been a little while since you've cleaned in here. And you can hear this water lapping at a stony shoreline. You can also hear feet running outside, and then a body hit the ground as your brother tries and fails several times to do cartwheels on his own.
Am I aware that this what I've gone through, or is this like one of those things where like I believe I've always lived this life?
So you are currently dead, but you don't necessarily know you're dead. In order to figure out that you are dead, you will need external stimuli, and you will have to fail a wisdom save against that external stimuli.
Gotcha. Yeah, screw it. If this is heaven, Wanch like pokes his head outside and sees what's going on.
You can see your brother Cambria sort of, he's in a flux age, if that makes sense. It's hard to tell what age he's supposed to be. Somewhere lanky between 11 and 15. And voice is still cracking as he laughs as he falls headfirst again into a pile of sort of soft bushes. And then he sees you, waves enthusiastically, and says, "Watch, watch." And he'll take a running start and then try very hard to do a round off. His wrist slips, and it does it the exact moment when you know it will. And he lands on his head again and tumbles down the hill towards the lake.
Wanch is just like, perfect. Did you eat? Did you eat today?
He gets into the lake and he like lays there for a minute and then goes, "I'm okay."
Okay, stay right there. Slams the window down, but he's happy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I'm
of
not eating her.
course.
Starts walking downstairs to the kitchen so he
Yeah.
can watch him from the door.
There's nobody downstairs, of course, and you know that. You can see that he has definitely made his own lunch. It's definitely early afternoon. He's made his own lunch, and so you can see instead of slicing off bread pieces, he's sort of pulled a loaf of bread apart and just put either sides of a sandwich on it and tried to eat it like that. So you can see the bites where the sandwich middle was eaten out of it, and then there are just two halves of a loaf of bread just laying there with bite marks in them.
uh, I'll start putting something together with that and mumbling to myself, happily mumbling to myself. Boy genius, they said. Hey, look, boy, what is this? Bananas? Bananas? Bread? What?
Mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Avocados?
Yeah, there are a couple of slices of onions and peanut butter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and just starts making him like a little lunch, but like isn't gonna feed him. Just kind of like
Yeah.
takes what he has, makes it edible, puts it on the corner,
Yeah.
and then yeah, goes.
You can open the Lunchable, but you can't make them eat.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that like he's gonna want to find it anyways. He's a stupid
Yeah.
boy. Yeah, and then I'll just grab something and grab a glass of water or whatever and sit on the porch and watch him play.
Give me a dexterity saving throw real quick.
Yeah. 13.
Okay, a 13, you get hit in the shoulder with like a fish that's still like wriggling from where he's like whipped it at you out of the lake.
What is wrong with you?
I thought you were supposed to be good at this.
Good at catching fish? What? And then I whip it as hard as I can at him.
Awesome.
Like, when I'm pretending like he hurt me, I whip it as hard as I can at him.
Incredible. 1 second. Give me a ranged attack.
Wait, using what?
It's not gonna hurt him.
You want
Just do a
What's the worst that can happen?
athletics.
He'll die?
I hope not, but athletics, okay. 11. And 11.
Okay. Yeah, he got an 11. I think he does hold his hand up to like shield himself and it just like splats off of his arm. He laughs at you and rears back to throw it again. We're gonna dissolve out of here and go to the rest of the party for now. Troilus and Shushua, you have been staying in Daphne's domain for a day. We'll say was a day of restfulness. There were parties that went into the night, but they did not prohibit you from getting any sleep. What have you been doing the next day?
Fine. Did we convince Daphne to go with us?
Daphne has
Or she's still-
convinced the two of you to remain in her domain for a week.
Shusha was just wandering around, checking out Daphne's domain, eating.
And Daphne's like low key trying to like have Shusha like stumble into a hobby she likes. So like Shusha will be like walking around normally and then suddenly Daphne will be there and be like, oh my gosh, a watercolor painting class. Well, we might as well. Like it just keeps happening. And then
Incredible.
when Shusha was least expecting it, I'm like, oh, we're baking today. It just keeps going on.
A pottery class with people whose name starts with shoe in it? This is made for you.
I feel like everything that Shusha tries, she's just instantly good at and gets bored with it. And she's like, okay, what next?
God,
More like
the worst. What about
It's gonna get you
Troilus?
out of this state is Shushua just being better. Like, yeah. No, Troilus kind of hangs out, just like relaxes, chills, checks up, makes sure Shushua, like Daphne are together, and truly just looks for places to be alone. Processing the return of his memories and like everything that happened with the fact that he had to kill Hector a second time. And also because he wasn't there and the rush to make the choice of this prize caused us to now to deal with Wanch and Daphne, like another deal with another god that we then have to like so many deals, and like I think he's just taking his time, just walking and just God, I'd like. So if we have to kill Phoenix and then Heliod, we'll probably do Heliod first. Probably have to be the method. I mean, what happens
TK
if we only bring back one?
with Troilus walking around like this, do you think Daphne could have found other, oh my gosh, is it Lagoan? How do you say it?
Lagona?
Lagona. Like maybe like past heroes that came from Lagona, or like prevalent Auroran game winners that also are here in Elysia.
I will say that when Daphne was under the influence of Elysia, she knew everyone in her domain. Now that the spell is kind of broken on you, I'll need you to go ahead and do like a history check.
Okay.
But it'll be a low DC.
Okay. I did do the recap, so
Yeah.
You didn't even let the disappointment set in. You were just like, wait.
No, because I couldn't tolerate it because
Oh.
I really care, because I think Daphne, you know how a bunch of people are like, man, if I could have like one dinner and I could invite any like dinner guests that I want to, I think like Daphne gets the feeling that Troilus is still like, you know, not, his mind still isn't here. It's still up, and I think she like sets up a dinner.
Yeah, I think that with a 20, not only do you know a Lagona Centaur, but you know a Lagona Centaur who knew Troilus.
Yeah, so I set up like an Auroran Games Lagona like dinner with like themed foods and a lot of booze, and I like send Troilus on a scavenger hunt that leads to the dinner, and it's too convoluted. But I think Daphne sets
I
that
need
up.
to find where the sun meets the earth, but the moon's in reflection. Does it mean like the dark side of the moon?
Daphne's not good at making scavenger hunts.
Yeah, Troilus eventually stumbles his way there, and it's like, well, I guess whatever's going on. And it's like still pretty bummed out about it all, particularly being the last Lagonan. And then walking in and seeing some of the Auroran flags is like, oh, that's nice of the games. And then I see this person. Do you want me to say who they are?
Yes.
Do you have someone planned? Okay.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Katie May, also roll a d10 for me.
It says a 9.
Okay, 9. And then you also find like 9 Lagona who don't really know Troilus. But yeah.
Daphne
A
for like
20,
10 minutes is like, it's gonna be a murder mystery party. Then she was like, wait, that's too much, and she scaled it back. It's not a murder mystery dinner party, but there's like a chest full of costumes here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like there's a photo booth set up, which is very confusing, but the scribe seems to be very quick when they're making the portraits. Everybody is standing around with like little top hats and paper mustaches. It seems like there was only one type of costume in the costume box. One person got a monocle.
Yeah. 1 second. I know who's there.
Okay.
Standing over at the side, like with some chips, as I see all of these Lagonan, I recognize from like their wear and their style, but none of their faces I really know until I see Patrocles standing by the punch bowl. And I don't recognize him at first because he doesn't have a peg leg for one of his legs. He's he's got all 4 of them again. This was my trainer. This was the guy who taught me how to be an Auroran game winner. He was one of the only few people who had ever left the Lagonan like actual tribe and set up shop. So like working as a like hero and like athlete coach, and yeah, they sort of found each other, and it was the right fit in a lot of ways. And yeah, I think Troilus is just like, Pat.
Yeah, you could see like his sort of equine ears sort of swivel at the sound of his name, and he turns around and he's got like all these bugle chips like put on his hands and stuff. He's like, "Hey,
Coach! Oh, coach!"
yeah,
go up
like
and,
opens
pick
up
him
and
up.
it's like, yeah, his little leggies like kick.
Uh-huh.
I imagine, unlike most Laguna centaurs, because my mind is a Disney movie right now, that he's actually got like a he's actually more of an Arabian, so he's a very small horse.
Mm-hmm. I think that's like the clothes he wears are still Laguna, but like there's definitely not one horse stock, like sort of like there's definitely a variety, and like that's probably the reason why he never, well, that and the fact that he lost his leg in the past, but he was never like could be the best, unfortunately, but he knew everything about the sport. He like knew everything
for sure, and I suspect because he's small and agile and quick, that he was the one who like turned your mind away from like doing discus or anything that are feats of strength and towards races,
and to do the ultimate race, the pentathlon, where it's everything.
Yeah, of course. Oh, hey, how'd you do? 06.
Yeah, bud, you know it. Oh, I tell everyone. It was like, and honestly, not enough people remember for whatever reason. It's weird because
the games have gone really downhill.
They've gone really downhill. I feel like viewership has declined. I mean, to be fair, we got in when it was good.
It's sad. I mean, like nothing against them, but like the return don't get tired. So when they start, competing, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, what's the point?
Right, absolutely. But Pat, what are you doing here? What happened?
Oh, not really built for more than 80 years old. So.
Well, it's good to see you. I'm glad that you made it here of all the places to be in Erebos' domain. It's
it's great here.
Yeah.
How long have you been here? I haven't seen you. Are you new? What happened?
No, I'm not dead. I'm like, is there a way for him to clock it? Like, do I not have a halo? Like, is there something like very clearly?
No, most people who show up in the underworld are dead. So almost everybody you run into is going to assume you're dead.
Cool. No, I'm not dead. I was here on a mission. It's crazy stuff happened after the game. So let me fill you in. And I kind of tell him like I got the whole journey, and now we're here, and
he listens very intently while he stacks the bugles.
And Troilus like doesn't even realize eventually as it like goes like how much he's unloading onto like the only true like real person he's been able to confide in. A true
shit.
Yeah. It's just like, it was weird. And then I lost my memory for a little bit, and that was interesting because I got to find out what it was like if I'd never like kind of met you and gone through that. And to be honest, I'm truly living, as sad as it say, the best version of me right now.
Of course, this is like the best you could possibly be. I get you that.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, you're welcome.
But and then my friends died on our journey, and one of them
die. Sometimes that's just what they do.
Yeah, but they're also on the mission, so they can't really get out of it. Also, I wasn't there to stop them from dying, so it's kind of my fault. And
well, that's not really your fault.
Well, I mean, I made a promise that I would protect them, and I couldn't keep that. So
yeah, but we can't be everywhere. You can't blame yourself for everyone that dies.
Okay, Pat, we're getting into one of our arguments here, and I appreciate
not an argument if I'm right.
Okay, all right. Well,
love this dude.
Troy's just like looks at him and he goes, either way, they're coming with us out of this space to complete the mission and then go on living their lives because we cut another deal.
Ah, you just gonna pull them out of heaven?
Yeah, because it'll be waiting for them. It wasn't their time. They were unjustly taken. I mean, if I could get you out of here and so you could come back here later, I would.
Yeah, but why would I want to? No offense, Troilus. Troll boy. This is literally the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Okay, that's a little offense taken to that because we won the Roaring Games. Did
Yeah.
you forget?
Yeah, I know, but
Are you
every
saying this is
like
better?
every day's like winning the Auroran Games here, so
And like that kind of strikes a nerve because like no one probably celebrated or really knew what it was like other than this coach for him.
Mhm.
And so it's like, it's really that good here?
I mean it's the best. That's kind of the point.
But if we don't do our mission, then this place, it could lose its specialness. It could be threatened.
How's that?
Well, Heliod could do something to it, or Phoenix, once in the game, could encroach and mess up with the way things are.
Nah, one of the only things about Elysia, no gods can touch it.
Huh.
Bugles?
Yeah, please.
He's got
load
like
'em
a
up.
5 stack of bugle on his finger.
I like eat 3 off of them.
That's weird, but
yeah.
I'll allow it.
So come on, we're buds.
I won't make you do a Constitution saving throw.
I'm in heaven. There are no germs here.
What about you, Shushua? Sorry, I should have.
You're a trickler.
I know. I'm so sorry.
We could talk about how there's General Mills in Theros.
Yeah, we can discuss how only in heaven though. Only in heaven do they get
In
access.
heaven.
What was the question about me? What?
Yeah, what's Shushua doing right now?
Oh, what is Daphne? What is Shushua doing right now?
Yeah.
She's following your lead as you show her all the various things that Elysia has to offer, and she's entertaining you. And she's like, she finds it interesting, but none of it's really lasting. She's more.
Tonight, Daphne was like, "We're bird watching," and like we're in the palace, right? And so we're in like the queen's suite, and there's this beautiful balcony. These 2 ornate binocular things. These scopes have been set up, and Daphne's like, "We're gonna look at the birds," but like less than 10 minutes in, Shushua notices that Daphne's telescope is only fixed on the Troilus dinner, and, and she's just spying on it. And she's like, "Yeah, but like, look at the birds," and then goes back to Troilus spying.
Shushua will look. What kind of are there like a good amount of birds here, like various kinds?
Daphne? Oh yes, real
Shushua
and
will loudly, or not
imaginary.
loudly, but like out loud, be spending her time speculating how they died.
Oh, that one's wingspans didn't support its weight for much longer than it could have.
Okay, well that's okay. Shushua, the birds could. You don't have to remind the birds that they're dead.
No, they can't understand what I'm saying anyway.
Oh, but you don't have to remind me that I'm dead. So it's kind of like, because when you're telling each and every individual bird, like, "Oh, you're dead," I remember, "Oh no, I'm dead," and it's kind of like a buzzkill. Just Shushua yelling at birds.
Shushua is ruining heaven?
Dead.
Yeah, good at everything, constantly reminding them, but you're dead though.
Maybe you wouldn't be so bad at this if you were alive.
How long before you all start to bring up that you're supposed to be looking for a wench?
Daphne will not bring it up.
Oh, Troilus brings it up
Shusha will.
the very next day if it hasn't been brought up since. Yeah.
Okay. What are meals like in your kingdom?
Oh, events.
All right. So this is breakfast. What is breakfast like on the third day that they?
No, thank you. I don't want a
Two
crepe. No,
words,
thank you.
2 words: mimosa, fountains.
Oh my god.
Incredible.
Welcome to
Quiche.
heaven. Oh, but like giant quiches.
Oh,
they're,
party
like,
quiche.
Little family sharing quiches, and everyone are like circled up around like
Deep
nice
dish
little
quiche.
feta and sun-dried tomato quiches, and we're just and then the fountains. I want to this is my heaven.
Patios open up
Mimosa,
into
fountain.
patios.
Deep dish quiche. Carbs, 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 carbs.
Exactly.
Yes, please.
Carbs, sugar, carbs, sugar.
And so Daphne's like, Troilus, how was your dinner?
It was nice. Thank you, Daphne. I appreciate you putting that together.
You make
I even
some
invited
friends.
Pat to breakfast here.
Oh, hey, Pat.
Pat has hey, your worshipness, and then
Hello,
like
Pat.
kind of
Oh, you can just call her Daphne.
uses the
No.
fork to scoop out a middle of the quiche. It's like, I don't like any of the edge, so
no,
I'm
you
just
got to get the
gonna-
best part. That's
No,
smart.
Yeah,
like
and
the
Good.
just,
crust of the quiche. Okay,
That's good.
Pat.
and like leaves the crust from the bottom, so just scoops filling onto a plate.
See, that's nice because
So you just want an
I
egg,
love
is all he
crust,
wanted.
and so yeah.
Wait, well, you can have his crust.
Oh,
and
I-
I think ruling has been super effortless for Daphne, but the second she woke out of it, it has become harder every waking second.
I don't really like pepper. I'm just gonna, and it's like starts hand picking out the peppers.
Hey, Patrick,
Patrocles.
Pat, I have a divine quest for you.
Anything, your worshipfulness. I'm there. Choi Boy's there. We'd love to do.
Oh, I'm sorry, Pat, my endearing Pat. This is a quest only you can go on.
Okay.
Oh, look at this, bud. So
Yeah.
exciting.
I saw several young centaur on the beach this morning,
Uh-huh.
and they were all trying to surf. And I know that you are the only centaur here on this good Elysia that actually knows how. So would you mind going to the beach and teaching them now?
I'm just picturing centaur surfing. Like little dogs on there.
They're more mobile than you think. You've got more points of contact.
Yeah,
so you can
they're good surfers.
They're great surfers.
Yeah.
You can control the board really well.
Pat looks like from you to Troilus, back to you, to the beach, to Troilus, to you. Oh, yeah. I got you. Yeah, your worshipfulness, you can count on me. I'm just gonna go ahead and takes an empty quiche pie pan and dips it under the mimosa fountain to fill it up like a trough, and then carries it with him to the beach.
Smart. Look at that resourcefulness, man.
So resourceful,
Man,
Pat.
I miss Pat. Thank you for bringing him back. Speaking of folks who need to bring back, Daphne,
Yes.
this has been great, and I know we're supposed to be here
Thank
for the next
you.
like 5 days.
I'm so glad that
I really
I
appreciate
can't
it.
party
comfortable under
anymore.
my
Yeah,
What?
we gotta go, dude. We gotta grab Wench. And do you even know where Wench is?
Yeah, around.
Wow, you're a great ruler around.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about Elysia. I know where Wanch is, in the middle of being content.
Cool, but see, do you have a physical location or just this more metaphysical?
Listen, I wanted a week of nonstop party goodness because I have to reconcile with the fact that I'm going to have to go bring Wanch out of a heaven-like state, out of perpetual bliss. Do you understand the burden you replaced on my shoulders? I have to become confident and comfortable with the fact that I'm about to do that to Wanch, my best friend.
Russ like puts his hands on Daphne's shoulders. Is like, You're right.
I know.
I thought our arrival here and the team's reconnection would be a joyous moment. And I did not anticipate the rest that you all would have found. But Daphne, I look at you shortly. We can't do this without you two. We're gonna be here sooner rather than later if we try it ourselves. You stepped up while I was an ass. And you took care of the group, pointed them in a direction, and clearly you're comfortable in a leadership position. And I say that with a lot of joy as your mentor, I really do. And it does pain me to say it with realness that I need you. And I need Wanch. I need Waffney, your dynamic duo.
Yes, you did say a lot of nice things, and then you said, it pains me to say that I need you.
It does pain me to say that because I'm asking you to leave heaven. I'm asking you to leave.
I understand why
Yeah.
you want Wanch. Obviously, he does kind of bring up the average attractiveness level, nowhere far as near as me, how I do. But I think if you bring Blanche back onto the team, you'll get a good even medium out of it. And
Even
he can
medium.
fly.
Fuck you, Katie May.
Also, Troilus is offended.
You got that. It's 12, 15, 16 days till the new year, and you got the worst burn in history right under the line. Your character, in terms of attractiveness, is an even medium.
Well, no, actually, I was saying with him, it would add
Yeah.
medium. So you're above.
We're a bunch of 3s and 2s over here, and your 7 brings us to a 5.
Oh.
So
Carry
you're
on.
fine. Thank you.
Yeah. You go back to being fine with that statement.
But my job was kind of done. Had the terrible tattoo on my back, felt really weird, couldn't even see it. So I think you don't need me. And if I go back, I made deals with Phoenix. I'm sure Clothis is pissed. Because was I a bad choice if we think about it? And so, it's just kind of maybe it's better here. But I will help you find Wanch, and then we'll just cross that bridge when we get to it.
Well, we'll talk about it. Yeah.
Because Shusha was gonna do it regardless of who is with her.
Gonna do what?
Finish your mission. I couldn't get you to paint for an hour.
That's true, but I still want you with us. If we go without you, that will be the end. I'll never see you again.
Well, yeah, but the way you make it sound that is after the mission, then I will never see you again. So aren't we just prolonging the inevitable? If we all stay here, we can all stay here together forever.
I don't want to stay here.
It's really nice. I've worked on making it really nice for the both of you.
This is your
Daphne.
heaven,
Yeah.
but it's not mine.
Also, I just saw a version of myself and lived as a version of myself who kind of ran from all his problems.
There are actually versions of yourself on this island that you can kiss if you'd like.
I don't want to do that.
It's just like sort of like an optional heaven thing.
And
For narcissists?
There's a line of like
In-
hyper attractive
in
Troilus
terms of
that just like
negotiation,
sadly shrug their shoulders and
in
leave.
terms of negotiation, we call that a Hail Mary.
If you want to make out with yourself, you can do it in heaven.
Like 6 Troiluses, one of them with full blonde Fabio hair that's sort of like, I guess, and sort of sadly clip clop out of the room.
Listen up, stupid. You can make out with yourself. I'm telling you.
But if everyone's had quiche breakfast and not from the quiche that Pat ruined, I suppose we can go find Wanch. Does Daphne have like some idea of like the direction he's in?
You had a 20 for your history check. I think that you have an idea, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
I don't know if you need this, and I like keep handing Daphne her staff.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, we're gonna be walking around. It might keep you steady on.
I mean,
There is
yeah,
a
but
hot lady at the top of it.
there is a hot lady at the top of it.
Mhm.
But I don't know. This is kind of like a silver white, and I'm wearing gold today, so you can keep holding it. And she gives it back to Troilus.
To be honest, you kind of make everything work, but that's fine. All right, let's keep going.
We passed several Troiluses making out with each other on the way.
That
Honestly,
could be you, but you playing.
That's I'm good, man. I'm really good.
That could be you.
Like Troy is like, no, thank you. That's no.
One of the other Troiluses looks him that in the eye. You're missing out. And I should know, I'm you.
It's gonna be really bad because we're just gonna be staring at how you
glad
look
you all-
when you're making out. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I make
Oh,
that
God.
face.
I'm glad you're all like playing Dungeons and Dragons with me and aren't repulsed by my every word.
It's like my
It
eyes
feels
are
really
looking
nice
at it.
to
It's
be
like, you
accepted.
don't even close all the way. I thought my eyes shut. Oh no.
Other Troilus leaves his eyes open. There's just 2 Troiluses making out with their eyes open.
No joke. I did used to have a girlfriend who would say, like, she's like, if you leave your eyes open when you kiss, you can see into the other person's soul.
First of all, you're like that
We
close.
did
Yeah.
it for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I was
that
like,
sounds
I
about
can't.
right.
Did you
There
say
it is.
soul or pores?
I was like, I can't do this.
If you
I
keep your eyes
can't.
open when you're kissing someone, you can think about how you're gonna murder them.
And how they
See,
wouldn't even
that's
see it
more-
coming.
That's more my speed. If she'd
True.
said that, maybe I would have married
You would
her.
still be dating her.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
so we're gonna go find
Actually, think about it. Anyway.
This
What?
is why we're in this time slot. Let's keep going.
Sorry, please go find your friend.
Wanch.
Yeah, do you lead them through anything to distract them on your way towards towards
I think there's like one thing where we like walk into a clearing and there's like a huge picnic set up and they're immediately like, no.
yeah. You walk through like a market and everybody's selling like
Oh,
Iroan
a marketplace.
medals
Free
and trophies.
mani-pedis?
Yeah.
Oh
I
wow,
didn't
there's a
earn any of
pristine
these.
director and all of his actors quit and it's up to us to save the day.
Yeah.
Us,
No, thank you.
who are not prepared, pulls out the script at all.
Yeah.
And it's in your vocal range.
Yeah. It's like the Glee Club died in a car crash. I don't know.
All
It's
caught
up
up
to
on
us.
Community.
I am.
Nice.
And you know what? It's a solid okay, I guess.
That means you're caught up on Community.
Getting
Yeah.
into it now, I think that's good. Yeah, I'll take that rating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's-
Fucking come for me.
That is
Donald
bad.
Glover.
There is Vanch.
Yeah, so the group of you pass a a very elaborate picnic that has been set up for you in a meadow. You quickly walk past it, and I think that you probably reach Wanch's cottage around sunset when when Cambria is struggling to make a fire. Wanch, are you outside or inside?
I think I'd be outside with him. Yeah, just kind of like setting up.
You're not sure why, but Cambria never seems to get the hang of making a bonfire.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, he is like, he's not over parenting him like his father did to him. It's kind of like a place where they can both just be free. It's not even like a parent situation here. It's just more like a survivor situation from their parents type thing, you know?
Yeah.
So they're just like two lost boys just like hanging out in their own little domain right here. So
Yeah. Well, there's no rules. You can sort of rebel by having a normal life.
yeah.
And he's just like trying to set these little logs up like a pyramid, and then he starts taking stones and just like scratching them together, trying to make a spark. It's not working. He's not sure what he's doing wrong.
He's not even gonna try to. Well, he's just gonna laugh.
Yeah.
and not make fun of him. Laugh, just kind of like, like I
You'll
think
get
there
it, buddy.
Yeah, just like what other creative things can like. I think there's just something fun about the wrong way when you've been like over-parented too long. Just kind of like sliding into that. Like, I think that's why, that's how kids rebel, but they do it in a very like destructive way. But there's just something fun about just like I don't know, try lighting this on fire. Like try getting some embers from inside the house, bring them in, like don't use your hands, like use a bucket or something, and then just throw it on I don't know, some of that hay over there. Who cares?
So do you think maybe it's because I'm building it too close to the water, or should I make a moat around it? Do campfires do better with moat? He starts digging.
You're thinking too far into this. Just make 3, okay? And then it's science because you make 3 different ones.
3 different fires?
And he sits back in his hammock.
What does that mean?
There's an 11-year-old building 3 fires around him. and that's Ranch's heaven.
This is what the group of you see is a scrawny teenager building what looks to be a circular trench and 3 wooden plinths, little pyramids of wood and stones, and holding up 2 rocks and just clacking them together near another teenager's head. What does Wanch look like in heaven?
Oh yeah. Wanch is human in heaven. Yeah, he doesn't have wings. He's not a harpy. He is as if he were to grow up human. Just chilling in, and yeah, I don't even think he's wearing his clothes that like his parents or he would wear around his parents. Like he's literally wearing the groundskeeper's clothes. Just chilling in a hammock.
Yeah, and the group of you can see where like this teenager has taken his tunic and like tied it around his waist, and he's got like mud stripes painted on himself and like weeds and sticks in his hair, and he's just clacking rocks next to the head of another teenager.
Oh,
Are we here? It's
Cassius?
Is that the anvil?
Do I hear this?
I don't know. How close are you guys?
I think we're like walking down the hill now, like going closer to investigate, maybe. Yeah.
Okay. So you probably don't hear them talking amongst themselves. Not until they get closer and openly address you.
So
there is a teenager clacking rocks next to your head.
Okay, so Wanch's I almost said dead name, which is not the correct thing. Wanch's old name is
Cassius.
What is it?
Cassius. And then
Cambria.
Cambria, thank you.
Cambria.
Okay. Okay. So as we're walking up, Daphne's like, okay, so what strategy are we going with? Cold hard truth, gentle ease. What is it? What's the vibe?
The moment I realize that it's actually Wanch, Troilus just like full on gallops and like scoops him into a big hug.
Oh my God.
Be like, oh, buddy, oh,
Cambria screams bloody murder.
oh, thank goodness, oh, thank goodness, oh,
hey,
my
hey, buddy.
goodness. Oh.
Do I know?
Oh,
do I
God.
recognize? Do I recognize him?
Uh, You're going to give me a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage right now. This is external stimuli, but it's not really strong enough.
6. Oh yeah, I think for a split second he kind of, his old way of like, I would never let anyone pick me up, blah blah blah. Especially someone out here who is not going to have the status like they would back home. And for a second, like, stiffens up and then like kind of like lets go and like, oh, he probably thinks I'm the groundskeeper. He's mistaking me for someone else,
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, what's going on? What's going on? I turned to Cambria. I was like, it's cool, buddy. It's cool, right? And I looked down at Troilus.
Cambria throws a rock at Troilus.
Cambria. Oh,
14.
Does not hit.
Can
Do
I
you have your
18.
Do you have your armor back on?
Yes, I do. I do
Okay.
have my armor back on. And so
It just
apparently-
clings off your
off.
breastplate.
Oh no, it's fine, guy. Hey, Anvil, my buddy, dude, what's up? Daphne, look, it's the Anvil.
No, I know. Hello, Cambria. They know me.
Cambria bows like very dramatically.
Hey, buddy, you're gonna listen. This is private property. I take care of the grounds here, so you're gonna have to, first drop me.
Cassius, don't worry. He's with me. Troilus, put him down.
Yeah,
And,
sorry,
like,
bud.
Kind of, he's in in character, and as soon as he hears his name, he's like, I don't know who you got me mistaken for someone else. Maybe. My name is
Wench.
Dremel. The groundskeeper here.
Sorry.
I have a Dremel right in the corner.
Can I try to dispel magic on Wanch and see if that has any effect?
This is a celestial style magic that probably couldn't be touched by detect magic, or not detect magic, but dispel magic. And I think you would know that.
No.
Oh,
I think you would know enough about celestial realms that if they don't want to remember, they won't.
oh, Dremel? Sure, it's not Wanch? Or would you say Cassius?
I mean, that's the people who you got me mistaken for someone else. That's the people who own this place, own this property. I look over at Cambria. What's Cambria's face look like after hearing?
Cambria's face is one of like deference and worship towards Daphne, but that's not new for Cambria.
Okay. Yeah, we just take care of this place. Listen, you guys got to go. The sun's setting, and like, I'm gonna be locking up, and we don't, I really can't have people just wander around here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we only have 4 hot dogs, and we're not sharing.
Oh no, that's okay. I'm not really that hungry, but thanks, Anvil. And
Cambria, what is your brother's name?
I open my eyes really big at him.
I do my.
All right, persuasions.
I feel like I get advantage because this is my heaven.
Absolutely not.
Both get advantage, unfortunately.
You're both in heaven.
Oh, we both get advantage.
it
Okay,
is-
26.
Actually,
God.
it is technically Wanch's heaven, so he's the one who does get advantage.
Okay, fine, it's Wanch's
Even
heaven.
though Cambria
17.
is in
You
love with
tie.
you.
Tie.
You
Oh,
both tie. He
no.
struggles. It's meets it, beats it. But what happens?
Oh,
Before
He starts
No.
crying
He splits in
and goes
half.
into the house.
He just starts crying.
I think he actually I think he does like freak out a little. He like looks between the two of you and says, I'm gonna check dinner, and then runs into the house.
buddy. Hey,
I put my hand on Wanch's shoulder so he can't follow.
Okay, listen, you guys are kind of weirding me out over here. I'm gonna turn to Shushua because I will assume that Shushua's in charge of these people.
I'm literally wearing a crown. You
You know she's the queen.
But there's one person that hasn't talked at all, and like, I would assume that person's in charge.
fine.
Hey, listen, you guys can't be out here. I don't know who these two people are, but if you can just
We're your friends.
call
You
them
just
out.
don't remember us
Right,
because you're
right.
dead.
Right. Okay. One, don't
But
have
we
friends.
need you to come with us.
Two, not dead. Three, not gonna go with you. My little brother's really hungry, and I swear he's probably making something weird with those hot dogs right now.
Question:
Speak to me.
is there a way
Speaking
that
of my
a check I can do to find out if that actually is the anvil? Like, is the anvil actually dead? Or
I
is this
hate you for
purely
asking
in
that
a-
question, Solani. Why
I've
would you
been
do
thinking
that?
about that for like
I've
10
Why would
really
you
minutes.
do
been
that?
wondering. I've really
Why?
Or
been
if this
wondering
is
the
All
just
of
same
you are
thing.
horrible people. I don't
Okay,
like
go
it.
ahead.
This is important.
You can make a check. Yes.
What check should I make?
I would do a religion or an arcana
You better fail, Solani.
because
That's
you because
that's my
you
dead brother.
you are familiar with the workings of celestial realms.
Oh,
A
it's
20 in
20.
religion tells you that no, that is not a human soul.
Damn right.
It is likely a construct of this world here to fulfill Wanch's wishes and desire to be happy.
That scared
Okay.
me. Were you guys
It is
all
essentially
thinking
a
that?
conduit.
We all
Yeah.
were.
I didn't think about it
We're
at
in the
all.
underworld.
My entire tribe is dead, dude. I don't know
I-
what's safe anymore.
I was thinking it, but I know that TK is notoriously anti-child murder, and I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I am anti-child murder on screen.
that's true.
But he's also
But-
he's like 15
just
now. He's
sounds
like
Yeah,
it's like almost
and lifting the veil just a little bit, I will never kill an NPC that you introduced without your consent.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even
So
think about
if
it.
it were-
TK will
if
kill
it
us,
were
no
him.
problem.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
if-
no problem.
if
But you
he
know
were
that
dead, I
melon
would have
dude you
DM'd you
mentioned?
earlier and been like, "Hey, is it cool if the anvil is
Yeah.
dead?"
So at my funeral, Patrocles will be there. So
I
you're
want-
telling me because he can't die?
Yeah, I want that boat lady.
That boat lady.
She's on my list. The guy we
Sorry.
saved from the boat.
Guy we saved, the terrible dude we saved.
Yeah.
The kids that
Yeah.
sold the pie.
Yeah.
Sold
I
Daphne
love
the
those pie kids.
Pie kids.
Yeah.
Pie kids too.
Oh,
Pie
and her
kids
dog.
three.
Actually, those pie kids
Where's
were
my
Pie
dog?
kids 3D.
the pie kids were NPCs that I introduced.
Oh,
So they can die.
Yeah. Hector's only dead because Troilus
he was always
said
dead.
he was dead.
Yeah.
so yeah, curtain back down.
That's not really your brother. He's just a figment of your paradise. Your real brother is alive in the world of the living, and we need to go there to save him.
Yeah, come on, bud. Just try to
Right.
remember.
Yeah. No, you guys. You guys are right. I'm just gonna get inside and I'm gonna grab some stuff real quick. I can't, just leave like this. Obviously, I need my. I look to them to see if they'll finish my sentence.
Wanch, I know that you don't remember that we're your friends, but we are your friends, and we can tell when you're lying.
You sure will
Okay.
cast Zone of Truth.
And I want to cast
Hell yeah.
what's called enhanceability to give Wanch Owl's wisdom to give him an
Oh.
advantage on wisdom checks.
Yeah, for sure. So, Carlos, I'm gonna let you all role play this out, but I'm gonna tell you I let Kitty May decide the point when she wanted to roll her wisdom saving throw. So you
Gotcha.
will also get that courtesy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I want to be like kind of walking back to the house with them, kind of like just corralling me, like, oh, now you're walking in this direction, like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, and just kind of like being like a zigzag.
Trying to lose us, but we're just right on your toes.
For sure. It's like trying to like ditch people so you can actually make it to your panel on time at a convention.
So what do you do here most days, Cassius?
Most days, you know, we just hang out, me and Cambria, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's Cambria. My name is Cassius. You figured it out. I mean, my parents send you here, and he starts like walking a little bit further.
No, your parents suck.
Big facts. Yeah.
Yeah, they do suck. Phew, that's for sure. Where do you say that I know you from somewhere?
Actually,
The world of the living.
how we met was a funny story, but that's for a different episode.
Truly a wild time. That night
Wild. That
at
night
that
we
tavern?
met?
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Oh boy, that time we all met.
Too bad about that lava cake. Really,
Oh,
what a shame.
Such a shame.
Mhm.
Cassius, does the name Wanch mean anything to you?
Sorry, how about Michael Wanchelo?
Don't know why this kills me.
So if this is
As you're starting to think about it, you can hear Cambria calling your name inside the house. It's not like in fear or pain or anything. He's just trying to get your attention.
Yeah, so I think Wanch, like that would start to ping, especially when they're both going back and forth like that. No, I don't. Yeah, let me roll a wisdom save on that.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see.
As you're rolling your wisdom save, now this wisdom save is against your friends. So if you get under a certain number, what that I decide, your memories will come back.
So is it so with Masood's thing with Troilus's gift, is it technically disadvantage that Wanch is getting right now?
Sure.
Okay.
Because you definitely don't want him to
No,
roll
that's why I was confused.
well against what you want. I was kind of just going to let you do it.
Great.
Okay, let's see.
Nothing yet.
12. Okay. It kind of pings a little bit, and he's like, "Yeah, listen, guys, it was great catching up. Maybe I'll see you at the reunion." The points over the lava reunion, lava cake reunion. It seems really cool.
No, the cake was destroyed. We can't
Daphne takes her staff from Troilus and is like, "I'm gonna go have a word with Cambria. You all hang out with Wanch out here." And Daphne starts heading towards the house.
That's scary. He starts running towards the house.
buddy, it's
Like,
okay.
a
Oh, look
stranger,
at this.
if a stranger says, "You hang out here, I'm gonna go hang out with this 11-year-old brother." Like,
Yeah.
no,
Well, doesn't he
no.
know?
To be
Daphne?
fair, you would know Daphne.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
the queen of this realm.
Do I know? I thought I don't recognize anyone.
You don't
You would know
recognize her as your
the
friend.
queen.
Yeah.
You just know her as the
Oh,
queen.
so you're the queen of this town?
Hell yeah.
the
Of the
whole
realm.
Okay.
of the realm.
Of the
yeah.
realm, excuse
Of the
you.
realm. But do I know the realm?
Technically, Wanch isn't
Part of your realm.
super familiar with Daphne as
I know,
the
because he didn't go outside when he got to
queen.
heaven. What? He stayed in his
Yeah,
little bubble.
he's basically hung out in this cabin for a while. Cambria knows, but Cambria is a construct of this world.
But I did.
Wanch recognizes that she's a queen, but might not recognize her authority.
That's true.
There are a lot of queens in heaven.
I gallop
There's
along
only
with
one of
Wanch and say, "Oh, hey, bud. Oh, look at you. This version of you likes to run. What a surprise."
Yeah.
Sure you wouldn't want to fly?
This version of me loves to run. freaking weirdo. Okay. Can you imagine though if someone came up to you and said that shit? Like, you'd be like, oh yeah, like I go to get my mail today, and three randos,
That's weird,
some
dude.
three rando 20-year-old kids come up to me and they're like, hey, I guess this you likes to get mail. I'd be like, okay. Gotta
Never
go.
leave your
immediately
house
stare in the
again.
mirror, make sure you're still in reality.
And then they're like, how's Serena? Oh, I'm gonna go check on her. I was like, what? Like, you can't talk. No, you can't go to my house.
Out of my house, you fucking
live there.
weirdo.
That is terrifying.
Yeah, Cambria has started to come towards the door. If Daphne reaches the inside of the house first, I don't know. Is Daphne faster than Wanch?
I don't know.
No.
What's Daphne's move speed?
When she's a heavenly 35.
It's technically faster than a human.
Yeah.
So yeah, Daphne does get there first, and Cambria has a tray that he has set up with some chili beans that he's like forced into like a river, and he's made little bread boats with hot dog people. And it's like, look what I made. Oh, you're not. Hello, Your Majesty.
And I think at that point, Daphne says, Cambria, I need you to pack your things. You and Cassius are heading back with us to the palace.
Roll me a deception check as he arranges these little cheese wedge trees.
Daphne's telling the truth. If she can't
I know.
get Witch to remember. Oh, okay.
I know. But
13. Well,
even if you're
Actually,
telling the truth doesn't mean that he won't be like, what the fuck?
I'm going to bend my luck and add 1d4 to that.
So I'm going to roll
So
insight
15.
for this.
Nice.
Please give me the insight. Oh, I guess I'll do. He just gets regular insight. For your. Oh, God. You're too pretty.
Even in heaven, even in hell.
Yeah, he
That's what I just
gazes
thought to
upon
myself.
this. He gazes upon this heavenly figure with like the large crown and the beautiful like gossamer gown and everything, and he's just standing there with like these little cheese wedge trees, with his chili river and his hot dog boats.
The plate
just like-
slowly falls to the ground.
Yeah, he
Hot
just like
dogs fly in the air.
it's just like Wanch comes to the doorway, and it's just like this tray is just like ever so off kilter on the table, and it's like the whole chili river is like become a waterfall splattering onto the floor. He's just like, okay, we'll go with you.
All right, pack a bag.
Hey, buddy. Do you know these people? You know.
Well, she's the queen. She says we can stay in the palace.
Okay. All right. That's weird. Why are I turn back to Daphne? Why are we staying in your palace?
Oh, Cambria's to become my apprentice.
Cambria. I think she's a
Question.
fucking robot. You're
How long has
Hello,
this
robot.
been? Because I did cast Zone of Truth.
Oh
On
yeah,
Wanch,
Zone of
on-
Truth. I totally forgot. There's no way this is more than 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The house is
So-
right by the lake, so
Yeah. Zone of Truth is on Wanch, so 15-foot
Okay.
radius.
Okay.
Oh, does Zone of Truth work on me if I don't even recognize the truth?
Yeah, I think it
Philosophy
does.
class now.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I think for you can't think you're lying. So I think that that's more or less what it is.
So would I say the truth, regardless if I
No.
know it?
You can't be forced to say the truth.
Okay.
Mhm.
But anyone around you also who's within 15 feet can't be lying either.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
But you do know that some kind of magic has been cast to compel you to tell the truth if you speak. So you can
Wench.
choose to resist it if you so desire.
Do you not remember being a harpy?
No, I do not remember being a harpy. Cambria, do you remember me being a harpy? And I go,
No.
like to his face.
What
He laughs.
what about a
thinks
crop
it's
top
Do
and a fanny pack? Do those words ring any bells to you?
I look over at Cambria? What's his face look like?
The queen's wearing a fanny pack. It's just like, fanny pack?
What about Phoenix? Do you remember anything about Phoenix?
Since she asked, I'll roll that wisdom on that.
Yeah. If you look at Cambria when she asks that, his eyes kind of glaze over.
So spooky.
Very spoopy.
Spoopy. 10.
10.
Fitty.
It pings harder, but that's not
Oh,
quite good enough.
wait.
Yeah, I've heard of Phoenix before.
I impose a penalty of 1d4. I'm gonna bend luck again.
Nice.
Okay.
Roll
1d4.
a d4.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll 1d4 and see what you subtract.
You got a 9.
A 9. Damn it!
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah, I mean,
Where's the
I
fly?
heard of the guy. I think we're both sitting on the floor, just like eating the chili and
Yeah,
hot
for sure.
dogs.
Like
I know.
he hands you a boat where he's like, you made it a sandwich, and then he took the leftover bread and like chewed the middle out, and now they're boats with little hot dog people in them.
Mhm.
And he's like tidal wave.
Yeah, and I think we just like we're just still hanging out while they're
Yeah.
in the room asking us questions.
It's like, it's kind of weird you're still here, but
Yeah.
okay.
Cambria, I'm growing weary. Are your things packed yet to head back to the palace?
Oh, I was gonna eat more hot dogs.
Oh, there's plenty of food there, darling.
Hot dogs?
Sure.
He looks at Cassius.
Buddy, we got plenty of hot dogs here. Ones that you can and I just start throwing the hot dogs across the room. Just
He
like
also throws
Whoop.
a hot dog.
I'm not trying to ruin anything. I'm just throwing the hot dogs, like
Yeah.
I can't believe
Can we
Heaven
throw
Wins
hot
is
dogs?
throwing
I
hot
thought you
dogs.
only had 4.
oh,
We
they're
have
all over the floor.
4.
That's pretty much all he does. Is just throw
Waste hot dogs.
Yeah.
This is your heaven?
Just hanging out with my brother, not caring
It's
about
not yours.
The hot dog thing is so specific. Okay.
Whew.
Shusha will continue just
We're gonna
describing
play
things
Sonic in
about.
the den after this.
Yeah, I really want to
Well-
know what sets him off. Like, because he keeps rolling on these. Who hasn't asked the
Yeah.
questions? Have I rolled? Someone hasn't asked something.
Daphne hasn't gone aggro yet. She's
Okay.
letting
Yeah.
everyone else.
So after enough glares, Cambria does eventually like stand up and says, "Okay, I'm gonna go pack my good tunics, and I'll make sure that Cassius packs something nice."
5 minutes.
Okay, and he like speed runs out of the room.
Is it weird?
But a
Does he
true
seem-
hero could pack in 3.
Is he shorter now than he was? He looks shorter.
It looks the same. I mean, I don't really pay attention. He
Isn't
hunches
he
a lot.
younger?
Oh, is he young?
Don't
Is that
humans
it?
get smaller when they're young?
They also
Yeah,
get
but-
smaller when they get old.
But people don't
Cassius,
usually
how old
age
are you?
backwards.
Think about it. Think incredibly hard. How old are you, Cassius? Daphne's using her queen voice.
How old would he be at this point?
How old
Uh,
are you? Because
it's like 5 years prior to when-
Cambria's not really 11. He's somewhere between 11 and 15. It's hard to tell.
Yeah. It's a good question. I want to say old enough to party, but
With hot dogs?
if I had to guess, I would say.
Hot dogs and Pabst Blue Ribbon.
I mean, if he's 11, I'm 16, but I'm not 16. I'm older than that. I mean, that doesn't really make sense because why would they leave us alone? I'm gonna roll on that again.
Go for it.
Wisdom.
You just have to be lower than an 8.
I'm gonna impose.
Honestly,
Yeah.
this is a nat 20,
This is.
which is an automatic success.
Oh, you want to play by them rules?
So
By
what
the
does that mean?
rules written?
Yeah.
Just confused. confused.
Well, I
so
think
what does that mean?
the
This
pondering
is
is
an
different.
About
automatic
to get
success.
worse?
No,
Oh.
I'm saying it's you automatically succeed.
But what does that look like for Wanch in that statement? Like in the terms of like, are you trying to push stuff back, or are you like actually pondering your age? So what does an automatic success mean for the pondering of one's age? That's a nebula. That's what that's my question in this moment.
I think when he thinks back, when he tries to think of his age, and when it starts to split, right? Because all the memories that he would have after Cambria was 11 would have been him as a harpy. So like there are no memories between, like there are memories between 11 and 16, but they're like just taken out and rewound, kind of like rewriting over the tape. Like if you rewrite over the tape, there's still something there. There's like a hazy ghost of some memory there. So I think he just starts thinking about it. He's like, yeah, how old am I? I mean, we just got here, but I mean, it feels like we've been here a while. And, I mean, if we've been here a while, how come this food isn't getting out here? And, I mean, I've never cleaned in here before. And,
Oh, good. That hasn't
I
changed.
can tell.
yeah. Whew. And I'm looking at them, and it's kind of like a little bit of static. Like, that's not
Here's the
right.
question.
Yeah.
Where's the compass?
The compass? And then his eyes get really big, and he looks outside to Cambria's treehouse. Yeah. And it's like right under his what is it? Hammock. That's where they go every single night. They hang out there, and it's right underneath there, or right above there. Yes, and he sprints out the door and heads to the treehouse real quick. Pulls it out. This right here,
There it is.
and then it all starts coming back to him real quick.
When you're in the treehouse and you're looking around, you can see where you and Cambria have mapped constellations on the walls and the ceiling, and you could actually hear fingers against the windowsill. Before you leave the treehouse completely, you see Cambria standing there, just kind of looking out the window.
Yeah, if there's constellations on the ceiling, some of them look like Troilus, some of them look like Daphne, some of them look like Shushua, like just out there.
That's so good.
He's been piecing it back together for, with like stories and just like fun things and, stuff like that. And, he's looking at the group. Wow, okay. Who, that's not my brother in there, right? Like that's not him. Okay. As long as
No,
it's not
he's
him,
alive.
that's fine.
No, he's not here, bud.
What happens to him? Is he gonna be okay?
He's
Look
not
at
real.
Daphne.
Just a figment of what you wanted your afterlife to be like. Once you leave this place, he will cease to exist.
But the real one will be out there waiting for you.
But I kind of thought he needs me. So like he's gonna be scared. And I want him to need me. So if I just stop, what happens to him then? What happens to that guy?
Well, I'm sorry, but we'll take him back to the palace and we'll make sure he's well taken care of.
Or this version of you remembers the one that always looked out for him.
And the last thing he recalls is knowing that he's taken care of.
No, that. And then he like looks over and he's like gone. Okay. Okay, awesome. Great, guys. This is. And he goes back into the room. He just like is just mumbling to himself and goes back into the room, picks up the plate off the ground, puts stuff on the plate, throws it in the sink, and then kicks his little suitcase into the front hallway.
As you begin to tidy up the home and everything, you can start seeing that there are parts of the house, parts of the sink, parts of the plate that are beginning to crumble and float up towards the sky.
And I think at that point, like, Daphne comes over and like puts a hand on Winch's shoulder and says, like, if you need to stay, you can come back here. But Troilus and Shushua passed their trial, and they want us to go back with them.
Yeah.
Wanch is looking at the note that his parents would have left for him that would just said like very unparental, like just like hang tight, we'll be back in a week or 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
And
When he looks at it, he realizes it's his handwriting.
let's just go. Let's just go.
I want you to know that everywhere except for this domain, this one small house, I'm queen of the rest of this realm. So please act like it. That's what Daphne says as they leave the house.
Yeah.
His feathers are like coming through
Right.
from his skin, and like, you know, like
That's so scary. I don't like
his
it.
wings are
Yeah,
like
it's
piercing his
great.
back.
Yeah.
It's a fly. God.
The group of you leave the small glade, the cabin by the lake, as it begins to disintegrate and rise up into the air and scatter on the wind like dandelion seeds. The home that Wench and his brother built. The perfect life. Let's go to break.
Everybody go cry in the bathroom.
Cry.
Oh. Okay, bye.
See you guys.
Hey, welcome back to the show. We're
Welcome back.
indoor recess. I'm indoor.
I'm recess.
And this bit usually doesn't happen at break, but we're doing it
Never.
You gotta
Drop
get
my
ready.
pen.
It can happen at any time.
at any time.
Be prepared.
Sorry, you all
You
missed
feel
me just
like
eating
you're
an
in
ice cream
danger.
sandwich.
Did you have an ice cream sandwich?
I had an ice cream sandwich. That was my break.
I have
love
another.
ice cream sandwiches.
Here's what I do. I
They're
buy
really
a
good.
Jenny's pint of ice cream and I put it in the freezer and save it for when I need it most. So it'll go like weeks without, like, there's always one in the freezer, but I'll go like weeks or months without tasting it.
It's
What-
just
wait,
there
what-
for
what
when
type
the
of
moment
ice-
strikes.
What type of ice cream?
Jenny's?
It's Jenny's. It's like expensive
Jenny's.
bougie.
It's all the rage in Chicago right now.
Um, But
They have a
I wanted,
Wrigleyville store.
I wanted to tell you the flavor because it's just so good.
I
It's
have Neapolitan ice cream sandwiches. They're very freezer burnt.
gooey butter cake is the flavor name.
Ooh,
What?
I don't
It's
like that.
cream cheese ice cream layered with crumbles of vanilla cake and a swirl of caramel butterscotch sauce.
No,
It's
thank
so
you.
Good.
Why don't they just call it butterscotch cake?
How
Well,
come
'cause
they
it's
don't?
like-
Sorry, go
The
on.
gooey butter cake almost tastes like
Buttercake sounds better.
Tres leches cake.
Oh.
No.
They need
Okay.
to sell. They need to sell the part the cake part of the ice cream sandwich. They need to sell the bread part of the ice cream sandwich to me. Just sell it to me. How come they don't? It's so good.
I don't know.
I would love to make my
I kinda feel
at-home
like-
ice cream sandwiches with what Ben and Jerry's.
Well, they
with
tell you
other shit.
they tell you to make like real cake and like cut it. Like that's not the same. That's like
No.
Yeah.
You just
Like-
The closest
No, no, no.
closest thing that I've ever found to the ice cream sandwich cakes are like off-brand Oreos.
no,
Here's
no
what you
ice
do.
cream
Here's
sandwich,
what
not
you do.
not cookie. Like
I
ice
know.
cream. Oh, okay. What are you
Yeah.
saying, Katie?
But you know, like the texture of Oreos and like they're almost kind of the same.
Yeah,
Ice
the
cream
off-brand
They're soggy.
Yeah, the off-brand
Oh,
Oreos
I've never had
have a
off-brand
very
Oreos, apparently.
Yeah.
some very similar.
What do they
texture.
call- no,
Man,
there's-
you're so rich.
Hold on, Katie
Yeah.
May is dying to tell me something.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No,
Katie
I
May,
just don't
please.
know why you wouldn't just choose your cookie of choice. If you wanted it to be like a kind of like
Ice cream
Oreo,
sandwich
like,
Ice
tastes
cream
like a
sandwich
different,
is
though.
a different thing.
Yeah,
it's like
I
Ice cream
just
sandwich
ate one.
tastes
I will
the
tell you, the
worst
cake
thing.
you know
is
what it's
different.
like?
Yeah.
It's
What,
like
did you say
know how-
worse?
No, it's
oh.
different.
Well, they
You-
do make like chocolate.
No,
chip ice cream
Katie May
sandwiches.
said worse.
Oh,
I
no,
take
no,
it
no.
back,
Ice
Katie
cream
May.
sandwich is so
No.
good, and then it sticks
good.
to your fingers. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
that little bit's fun. Yeah.
And you know what?
That's
it's
the worst part.
you need to get
Pretty
off this
good,
call.
and I
man.
hate having
All right,
it.
all right.
Swear to
Can,
God.
can we
I
can we
swear
take
to
a
God.
vote, boss, and vote Katie May off this
Cruising-
island?
Cruising
This
for a
is
bruising.
prejudice.
It is.
This is no. This is where if you don't like cookie sandwiches for your ice cream cakes.
It's like
Oh no, I don't like
Put
cookie
it on your
ice cream
Pop Tart and
cakes.
eat it.
Well, I think it's just called a cookie. I don't know what the cake is called. I thought it was just
Oh,
like chocolate.
I
cookie.
guess it's not really a cookie. What?
Well, no, I'm saying
Who
they
are
do
you in the
have
chat?
it.
Get out of here, bam.
You know what it's like though? It's like
What?
and I'm not one of these people, but I completely understand because of the ice cream sandwich is people that like pudding skin. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
There are people that just love the skin top of pudding.
you can get out of this call too.
I'm not one of those people.
Both
I already
of you.
prefaced it.
No,
Why
it's
do I
too
have to-
late.
Stop pushing me.
No.
I don't want to go.
Both of you.
No,
Get
but it's like
out.
one of those things that like you can't buy, you can't get. It's just like made through the packaging. Like those ice cream sandwiches
Yeah.
is probably it tastes that way because
They
of the
put
packaging. Probably.
because
Yoga.
it's like
Wait.
freezed with it. It like
Yeah.
has that. Yeah.
The
like
ice cream has been on one
gasoline.
side the entire time, and then the other side is pure. Oh, it's so good.
It's very good.
Pure.
And they got little holes in it. Why do they put the
Yeah,
holes?
'cause
The holes
it's
have to do something. The holes
It's
have-
honestly it's like a chocolate graham cracker.
Oh my god, just go watch
It's
how
big.
it's made, you freaking.
Oh, we'll get there, but we have a show to do in the meantime, Katie May.
Katie May.
I'm just
You
saying
know-
you could
Really
take
upset.
you
We
could
get
take
it, we get it, we did-
freshly baked cookies and they're
No,
It's not a cookie.
No,
It's a
they're too
cake.
warm.
and put them on either side.
No, they're
of
too
it.
Oh my
warm.
God.
It'll
Whatever
melt
ice
the
cream
ice cream.
flavor
It'll
you
destroy
want.
the texture.
Exactly, because life is fleeting and everyone dies.
I
That's
want to
not
walk with the frozen sandwich to only have the chocolate melt on my
Quiet, Katie
fingers
May.
a little
That's
bit.
enough out of you.
I can't believe we're fighting over this. It's so dumb because we are so right and Katie May is so wrong.
It feels it's like no, I know the right answer, but why do I have to prove it? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, so are we ready to play Dungeons and Dragons again?
I
Yeah, let's
guess.
go back to
Get
heavy
This out?
We're talking about ice cream sandwiches.
I'm
Just
looking
a-
it up.
a
and These all
palate
look bunk as
refresher.
hell. These all look like artisan shit. I want. Ooh, yeah, I want the ones. with the
Let's
little
get back to
holes.
the Dungeons and Dragons. We're done. We're done with this.
Okay.
So, how long does it take you to get back to Daphne's palace?
Whenever Katie May's done pouting.
Yeah, how long of a walk
Katie
is
May.
it, Daphne?
About as long as it takes for an ice cream sandwich to melt.
I swear to God.
So like less
You
than 5
monster!
minutes.
You take that back. You take it back.
It's an hour walk.
You son of a bitch. All right. So do you go straight back to the palace?
Yeah, we don't bypass it. We don't go through any of the distractions this time.
All right. Guess you kind of don't have to at this point.
No.
But
Wow, it's
yeah,
much
so
faster this way. Whoa.
yeah, the group of you, it was getting to sundown whenever you got to the lake, but now it's sort of that strange magic dusk that the palace is, and it's always lit up. There's always like a festival and parade and parties. As soon as the group of you get back to the palace, you all are greeted with sort of dancing nymphs with their beautiful trailing scarves and at least 8 Troiluses.
Which is just like I get one brother, but apparently we get
No, it's
20
not.
kids.
It's not me. I don't want this. This is not.
If
The
I know
part
one-
of what makes
dude, if I
Troilus
know
great is that I'm the only one, dude.
If I know
Like,
one thing about this place, it manifests stuff for you. So
I think
was
it's
Daphne
Daphne's.
who wanted it.
I think
No,
Daphne
okay,
wanted to watch me hang out with myself.
No, since I'm queen, I had several centaur magicians disguise themselves to look like other Troiluses just in case Troilus wanted to experiment, but he didn't, and I respect that. So
Yeah.
that part of the cell is canceled, and I let them take their disguises off. You can
I'll just
take
let
your
you-
disguises off now.
No, it's just a
Yeah.
bunch of male centaurs making out with
Yeah.
one another. I was like,
Yeah,
okay, this
the-
is.
the-
I'm
they're
more
making out
comfortable with
each
this.
other,
This is
and
fine.
then like one on the end like takes off he just like peels off his Troilus mask and like goes back to making balloon animals.
How was
So
he even there? That guy wasn't even making out with anyone the entire time.
and I told them to be magic masks, and I don't know why that man had a latex mask.
That
and
really
I've got
con-
a lot of questions, but we're gonna keep going to the palace.
Sure.
So yes, Swanch, to answer your questions, I'm the queen here, and yes, you did only have like one small house, but I guess it's all fair here in the afterlife. So just like keep in mind that I'm the queen. That's all. That's it.
all Wench
Blanche
is thinking
almost-
is that like my parents' house is bigger than this. Like that's all he's thinking
Incredible.
right now.
Wanch, you do notice that like several of the serving children look like you and Cambria in your adolescence.
It's kind of creepy.
Oh, that's on purpose, right? That's
Actually, no, because just like you, I didn't remember when I got here. So I don't know what's up with that.
is that the truth? Is that oh okay.
So is it a subconscious thing? Like you just want Wench and Cambria? Like, let's sit on this. What is the deal with these ones?
No, I don't. I like truly don't know.
Mhm.
There have been a few weird things around here that kind of don't add up, but
Wait, what are
You know,
some
this
Wait, but you're queen. Shouldn't
Yes.
everything add up?
yeah.
Several of the instructors for the classes were just Shushua in a different haircut.
It's
Like
kind of like
flashing back.
because I know that there are definitely like other souls here. Like Winch's like brother was defo like a figment of his imagination, but I am ruling over real souls here. So it's kind of like not only but like I'm also it's like also wish fulfillment for me. And so it's kind of like
You wanted to
those
keep all
two
of us
things
close
don't
to
work
you.
together. And so like I keep accidentally willing weird things into the universe that maybe a queen shouldn't. And then
Wait a minute.
yeah,
Pat. I try to call Pat back in
I
the room.
send him to the beach.
Pat.
He should be at the beach teaching the centaur children to surf.
Okay, well, let's walk to the beach.
Why? Pat sucks.
No, Pat. I need to know now if Pat is real or not, or if Pat's like Cambria.
Pat's real.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you positive? Because I don't know anymore.
Yes.
So he's
No,
dead.
he is one of my souls in my realm.
We make our way to the beach.
I'm tired of walking.
Pat, great job. Hanging eight like that.
Hey.
Well done. Very impressive.
Yeah, he's just kind of like I was gonna say hanging out, but it's too many. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
It's a tubular time. He comes
For-
through. Yeah.
If Pat wasn't real, it would have been easier to find him. I spent like a whole day just interviewing different centaurs to see if they would have some kind of relation to you.
It's
It was
true.
a lot
I'm
of
definitely
hard work.
here.
Shushua, can you confirm this? Is this the thing you did? With...
No, excuse me. I need you to respect my authority.
We're not dead.
but like why? We're not yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Well, Wench, you are dead. But
Wait, I'm
Trevor-
dead? Damn.
Yes, we failed our trial.
I feel like we were all in
Can I
this
make a
together.
check?
We
A
are.
religion check to see if I can tell if Pat is
Yeah,
alive or not.
absolutely.
Shit.
Would you like to do just a broad scan or just Pat?
I can do a broad scan. See
Okay.
what else
The difficulty will go up a little, but other than that, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I want to walk up to
If
one
none
of
of
those
these people are real,
wenches.
I'm gonna have a
Yeah,
meltdown.
that shit.
I want to go up to one of the little wenches while they're doing that.
Pat seems real. Maybe.
I guess we really won't know until we go back to the world of the living and find out there.
Or you could respect my authority on the matter when I tell you that someone is real.
Daphne,
Yeah.
I believe that you believe that they are real. I wholeheartedly
Oh, now
do
you're
that.
gaslighting me.
I'm truly. I think you're gaslighting yourself. If I'm honest, I think this place has gatless all of us.
My God, you've been back for like 10 seconds.
It's actually been like 2 days.
More chill. Can we go back to the palace now?
Yeah, Pat, come on.
No, Pat's staying.
Oh, okay, I'll stay. That's fine.
Thank you. In fact, when we get to my palace, everyone who is not one of us is going to be kicked out, except for Dimitri because he does his job very well.
I'm just saying, Pat would have gone wherever he wanted and wouldn't really just. So it seems more likely that he's not real. Pat, I love you. I think you're real. I want you to be real. I don't know.
Or maybe he's just respecting the queen of the realm, Troilus, which is kind of my point.
Well, technically, the beach is my heaven. I just kind of hang out in the palace for the free food.
Oh,
Right,
that
Pat,
makes
and I
sense.
totally
That I believe that. Okay.
Okay,
cool.
so it's
It's
more
good seeing you,
believable that he
Pat.
likes the beach and not that he respects me as an authority
Yes,
figure.
he's the only centaur I knew who had to surf. How do you think I learned how to surf? My goodness. Come on.
I do love it here.
It's I admit this honestly.
Am I a good ruler, Pat?
Pat, it's been great seeing you. We'll get back outside. It's cool.
Pat just goes like, "Oh, soft shell crab. I'm just gonna." It just like awkwardly gallops away.
And as Daphne's walking back, she's like, "No, I was really good at my job. And only since you two clowns showed up have I started being bad at my job." Yeah, keep eating your ice cream sandwich.
It's great here. It's honestly the only thing I like that you have here is the ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
People are handing them out on the pier. It's incredible.
I want to go
fair.
to one of these wenches. One of these. Are they little wenches? What are they?
They're sort of like 10-year-old wenches.
10-year-old wenches? Okay, then I want to sneak up on one. And go.
And kill them.
I want to.
Snap his neck.
I want to go. No, I want to sneak up on one, and I want to be like, try to do my father's voice and go pop quiz, and then kick one. Like see if he reacts as if Wanch would react when he was that age.
You say Pop's quiz, and it scares him enough that he screams. When you kick him, it's as though there's no gravity.
What do you mean?
He just
is flying.
He goes flying.
yeah.
Oh
my god.
I turn so I just like the idea that this is happening when they're arguing. It's just in the background, really small. Pop quiz. Like I'm
Over our
really good at my
shoulder.
job, Troilus. I'm really.
You know what I'm just imagining is Katamari Damacy where like flies off and you bump into it.
Is there another wench watching me?
Are we gonna like kick the wenches?
You can punch
I'm
as
not gonna-
many
I'm not gonna-
wenches as you need to.
I'm not gonna punch him. I'm gonna tell him to hang on to something.
Hunt.
Hold on to that side. Oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm gonna run back to my friends.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Ooh, so when you see like little versions of yourself, it's like going, the guy's going.
He like crosses the moon.
When you like see like little versions of yourself, like walking around, like over there, have you ever like I don't know, kicked one?
I don't have any small versions of me running around.
Nor would my immediate reaction be to kick one of them.
Yeah, I would kneel down and
Back.
say, "Hey, it gets better."
It's like, bud, you're gonna be an Auroran champion. Relax.
That's what I would do if I saw a young version of myself.
I
Would you still tell them
Okay,
to try
Shushua.
that
Okay,
mullet?
Shushua. Okay, we're on the same track. Go ahead and kick one. Is there a little Shushua somewhere?
Is it?
You
Am I
don't see
little?
me.
You don't see any little Shishuas.
Is there just little wenches?
It's just little wenches and little animals.
Okay.
Just kids.
Ooh, guys. So those guys aren't real, and apparently not affected by gravity at all. So don't if you see a little version of yourself, don't touch them.
Wait, can I ask a question? And Daphne, you're gonna be offended by it. I know it, and I'm sorry. But all these servants, the ones that run around and take care of everything, they're all just copies and clones of like 10-year-old Cassius and Cambria. And in Wanch's paradise of his making, he created a Cambria clone. So would it be fair to assume that perhaps Wanch is the actual ruler of this plane and he made all the servants and then left to rule in quiet silence while you handle the day-to-day affairs?
No, I think you're just trying to hurt my feelings.
I don't know what this place is. I'm trying to figure it out, okay?
You know, and I think the worst part is that you would rather insinuate that as some kind of joke than to actually take a second and think, man, maybe this was Daphne's calling.
But it's not.
What do you mean? I'm great at this. I'm a bad adventurer. I'm really good at this.
The only reason why you're good at this is because this was your paradise. Like it was in your.
But it's other people's paradise too. I'm like the best party host ever.
Pat was kind and didn't say anything, but Daphne, I really think you're a chosen of Clothis.
Yeah, and she's probably pissed as hell.
Or probably knew that this was one of many outcomes and knows that you're still on a journey to completing what is meant to be your own arc.
And I think like we're like in the palace at this point, and
Yeah.
Daphne's like sending everyone away. And
Presumably not standing in the middle of a sand castle that a tiny wench was building before he was punted to the moon.
no, surely not.
The body imprint of the sandcastle is a tiny wench cutting through, like spreading. Like,
I just like the idea that like outside the window of the castle there is a bunch of wenches holding hand by hand trying to catch the other one in the air.
and
Like
he
a
just,
human wench
circle-
chain trying to like catch him.
You launched him into orbit perfectly, just forever.
Incredible. They're like grabbing like stabs and like sticks and just like trying to like
catch him.
fish him out of the air.
Wench, I think you gave that one the ability to fly.
I don't know what I'm doing. We can't go outside anymore. Outside, off limits. In
That's
here,
fine. Just
good.
come. I've just got a party room right over here, and we walk in and like through the beaded curtain into the next room. And
There's
like
a soft orange glow.
Yeah, there's like a sunken party hangout pit. You know what I'm talking about? Like those
Mhm.
sunken couch deals.
Yeah.
One of those with like a small little fire pit in the middle, and there are like drinks everywhere.
Yeah, there's a little bottomless jacuzzi where everybody's just treading water. They're just like, your worshipfulness.
No, I've kicked them all out.
Okay,
Go.
yeah, they get up and they're instantly dry when they come out of the water and just
Daphne,
like run out.
how did you even know what I looked like when I was that age? This is ridiculous.
I didn't. I think this is something's wrong here, and
Or Wench is the secret ruler of
I'm gonna get really mad, and I'm gonna throw you in a dungeon for a day. And guess what? There isn't even a dungeon here yet, but I'm gonna have to make one for you because I'm the ruler and I can put people in dungeons. So
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were just saying ridiculous things since you've been saying that for a recent amount of time now.
everybody sit at the party pit.
Pretty cool rhyme. Okay. Hey Trillis. Just kind of like doing one of these things. Like, yeah, let's just chill out for a little bit. I mean, Daphne is definitely the ruler here. Don't want to get thrown in a dungeon. I mean, what's even a dungeon and hell even look like? You know, like
Not hell, paradise. Gods
paradise.
can't touch
I
us
mean,
here.
paradise. He looks around at like all the copies of him in this, like that are leaving the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, paradise. It's so, I mean, let's just chill out and just figure out when no one's in charge. How about that? How about no one's in charge?
No.
We're
Okay.
going to be leaving soon anyway.
I'm okay. Yes, some of us are going to be leaving soon.
What is with this loser attitude? Seriously. No, I'm sorry. I'm done with it. Look. I lost my two best friends and I wasn't there to help save them. And by some miracle, I was able to survive long enough to make sure that Shushua didn't have to do this journey on their own. But Wanch has come to their senses and realizes that there are those in the real world that still need our help.
Yeah,
Cambria-
like his brother.
Yes. Do you know who needs your help, Daphne? Me.
You're not Troy Last anymore. You have your memories back. I'm sorry that weird boatman still has your medal. But I think you're like good. The tattoo on my back is gone. It's totally rad. If I stay here, I don't have to pick up on any Phoenix's favors. I get to just hang out and vibe. So I think there's like a lot, like, and so like if you really think about it, if I stay here, you don't have to deal with Phoenix being weird either.
I don't think he'll work like that. And also,
We have to kill him.
We have to kill him, yes. And secondly, you keep bringing up no longer having the tattoo and therefore no longer being relevant.
Right.
Is that... Did I say something to make you think that that was your... Did we do something to make you think that we didn't appreciate you for more than just... You're the soul of the team.
That's what they tell the children playing soccer who are bad at it.
No, Daphne, imagine...
All
think
the
back.
little Wanches say, yeah. All at one time.
They're not in the room, but they're definitely like outside of the room. Like you just hear like a palace full of polite applause.
But Troilus goes, no, but Daphne, think about it.
Okay, I'm thinking.
In the Gladius, the only reason why we were able to somewhat know what was going on with our other classmates was because of you. The only reason why I am not stuffed and made into a skin on my number one fan's floor is because of you. The only reason why we're even able to be here and through this, and the fact that I am me again, is because of you. We
You are the
need
best
you.
at talking at people.
Yeah.
And you are chosen of Clothis, which means that fate is wound around you. Without you, you'll be lost.
Okay, let's be real for a second. This is all very nice, and I can continue to pretend to feel like I would fail. Here's what I really want: to not have to deal with being a pawn in anybody's game anymore. When I'm here, I'm in charge. It's great. If I leave, I re-enter being under the whims of the gods, which, if you haven't noticed, a lot of the gods have a lot of whims towards us four in particular, and I'm not like a super big fan. So, super love your dad, Shushua. You've got a cool thing with Auroras, but I don't like it. And like nothing we can do can fix that. The only perceivable solution is to stay here on my pretty little island and have Mimosa Mondays,
May
which you enjoyed.
yes, it was nice. May I offer a slight rebuttal?
Please.
Shushua, do you mind for a moment? And I reach off of Shushua's back and take Cruiser out of the sheath that it's been on Shushua's holder, like unwrap it so it's in its resplendent glory.
Sure.
And I
Yeah, the two of you, Daphne and Wanch, see Troilus pull out this tall, golden, shimmering spear, and for a moment it glints light and seems to light up the entire room in this prism, and then sort of settles back down.
I use its ability to cast luminous to do a 30-foot radius of light that is just pure sunlight in the land of the underworld. And then I shoot a sunbeam straight into the ceiling. Doing 1d6 plus 4. Like it's got 6 charges. However much damage the sunbeam spell does, I do it straight in the air.
Oh boy.
So the thing about gods and having whims is that we can now kill them. So we kind of get to do whatever we want up there too.
Damn.
Technically, you have to be attuned to the spear to do that,
Ah, my bad.
but it's cool, so I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let that ride.
Thank you.
Honestly, this is the most convincing piece of evidence you've provided so far. That's pretty rad. It is like one weapon, though. There's 4 of us.
Yeah, but like all of our plans, it's not like all 4 of us are punching the villain at the exact moment when
No,
he
but we
dies.
did do that. And remember, Arasta killed me. So,
Yeah.
that was
which,
a bummer.
Which, to be fair,
Daphne's eating snacks.
this is
Wench is on the couch also eating snacks, on his back, his feet up against the wall, and like he starts thinking like, wait a minute, these assholes didn't have a plan when they took me out of paradise?
No, but this brings up a good point.
Want you to know that Daphne had the same fucking reaction.
Clone, Wanch clone. Oh, sorry, Cambria. I don't know what your name is. Can you get me a whiteboard and some markers?
There are no servants in this room. Just to
Never
remind
mind.
I kicked them out.
I kicked them out. I open up the door. I like look. Just give me something to write on. And like they bring in like a board, like one of the massive easels that a Shushua clone was using.
Before they bring in the easel, they do bring like 3 or 4 stacks of post-it notes.
Perfect. Thanks, guys. You're wonderful, even if you're not real. Terrific. All right. It's been too long since we've had one of these. Let's talk game plan. And I start putting
All right,
X's and
here we
O's and like
go.
things
I've
back
never
up
done
on.
this.
As
we've done-
this happens, I lean over to Wench and I go, how are you feeling about all of this?
I mean, at first I thought I was having this great aha moment, but I kind of want to be back with my fake brother now. They didn't
Right?
have
Like,
any
I was the
plan?
literal queen.
I mean, I
mean-
gave up like an awesome paradise to see what little.
No, I mean, same. Look at my house. You're inside my
puberty
house
me.
right now.
I mean, it's an okay house. I mean, just chill out with the house already. I thought you hated homes. I thought you're just like you like the forest. What's going on here? What's this all about? Now you're all like
It's-
all in architecture and stuff.
Yeah, this is all I've ever wanted.
Really?
Yeah, it's really nice here.
I like lean in. Be like, are you breaking bad right now? What's going on? Are you clean?
I'm kind of into the infrastructure.
No shit.
Yeah.
I did not expect you've changed down here.
So Ereborus wants us to make moves this way. He wants a lateral sort of shift. And if we, on the other hand, try to outwit him,
Okay.
it's good to talk
I've-
game plan and
I've
offensive
created
strategy.
a page for you. It's Operation Game Plan.
Operation.
Incredible.
Operation Game Plan.
Can I
I'll
ask
get to
a
it.
question? Well, I guess it's an out of character question. And you could tell me it might be of something further on. It says, destroying the sphere. If Erebos's palace if taken to Ereborus's palace in Tizerius and used to sacrifice a champion of Heliod and Erebos, Crucifer is either destroyed or funnily twisted to Erebos's service. Has this been already twisted to Erebos's service? Because you mentioned that the previous, it had been used.
How would you like to determine that?
So this is a thing I don't know if Troilus
Well, I think
could
you
figure-
already told me that last
Oh.
session.
Oh, then yes, technically it can. It has been twisted to Erebos's
Because it was used to kill the last
service
champion.
because it was used to kill the last champion.
Mhm.
You can make a further like religion or arcana check to see what that means. Incredible. Thank you for this moment in history.
You gave us a whiteboard. What
I tried to give you nice things, and you just
And
ruined-
Masood hasn't
actually.
even-
This is exactly
Troilus
what
hasn't
I
even
thought
done
you
any
would use it
actual
for.
plotting yet on the board. This is going
This-
poorly.
Like, to be
Like
honest,
5
this
on
is
religion, looking
exactly
at-
what I thought that you would use it for.
The wench is trying to catch that other wench.
Incredible. Thank you for this. Okay, so a 5 and a 7. You know that it can be used for that. It is specifically for Erebos's whim, but you're not really sure what that means. Whether that means that you can kill other, like that you can use it for things that Erebos doesn't want you to use it for, or only things that he wants you to use it for. You're not sure.
Okay, but team, we should huddle up and think about this at least for the fact that we got it. It's here. This is the god killer that we needed for so long, and we have it, which means we can now stop the Sunstones, prevent Heliod's return from breaking the realm, and
Daphne and Winch look bored.
Wench is nodding.
Mhm.
But also like doing that thing where like he's putting his hand in the same bowl as someone else eating, and it's kind of like knocking their hand from taking all the good ones. Yeah. We have it. Gonna kill him. How?
The
well, I mean, the
Sunstones. We need to
Sunstones.
destroy them, so we need to find them.
Perfect. And for that, I think it's important for us to make our way back to the surface, perhaps reconvene with the anvil and
Figure out how much time has passed.
how much
Since
time
we've
has
been out
passed. We might have to see.
There's also the issue of the returned attacking the academy.
Yes. And anyone else who we know might be in danger because of
including
it.
Anvil.
So, also, Daphne, do you want to check up on your mom?
I'm good.
Okay. Just wanted to ask.
Put it on the board. No
No,
judgment
Nope.
and brainstorming.
honestly, it doesn't even need to go up. It doesn't even need to make it to the board. I put it in the air. We
Thanks.
took care of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, we guess we can do it. So I just go put a few spears through some sunstones and go home.
I don't know.
We do gotta kill Phoenix though. Phoenix don't have anything to do with the sunstones.
Yeah. And to be honest,
He
y'all,
wants the Sunstones, which means that if we go after
He
him,
wants a lot of things.
mhm,
yes,
mhm.
but he wants. Did we find out specifically what he wanted the Sunstones for, or we just know that he wants a Sunstone?
I think he wanted them because Heliod wanted them, and so because Heliod wanted them, Phoenix wanted them. Like I think that's what it seemed like. Like
thought there
So
was something
far, you
specific.
haven't really. There is a reason, but so far you haven't really asked anybody about it or anything.
Okay, but we do know that if we go and to destroy the Sunstones, Phoenix might show up because he wants them too.
Then he's gonna get really mad because I owe him favors.
That's why we're
So
going to kill him. That's
we're
what
gonna-
this spear
yes,
is for.
Okay. And so then all the other gods are gonna be super totally cool with the fact that we have killed 2 of their friends.
I don't think they're friends.
Well, like they're like family at the very
Mm,
least.
I don't think they're related. I don't know.
and to be honest, if they come after us, we might be in some ways. I know I would gain quite a bit of favor from Irorin about overcoming some immeasurable odds,
But isn't
completing
he
this.
the guy who hates all of the losers? He's also like not great
No, I mean, like, it's more of a philosophy. It's not so much like
Right.
hating losers, but wanting you to win. So finding
Yeah.
the winner within is kind of like
Yeah.
there's a lot of people outside of the religion don't really get it on the inside.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of bold to think that 4 people can do this. I guess it's a hesitant yes from
Oh no.
So hesitant. It was so hesitant. Oh, you're back now. You said
Yay,
it was
you
a
froze the button.
hesitant yeah from you, and then
and then it just
yeah.
and then my internet went out for a second. Oh, it was so scary. Hesitant yes from me. Ranch, where are you at?
Ooh, let's see. Poke some rocks with a stick. Maybe kill a god. We don't know exactly
2.
how. 2. Thank you. I mean, everything sounds fine when you look at the board. And he like pops another chip in his mouth.
But you bring up a good point, and I think it's a shortcoming I would like to address. And Troilus puts down the pointer that he'd been using to address things that are on this board, sets it down. I'm a good team player. I'm not a good coach. Saying it and putting
You're
it out
also
there.
not a great team player.
I mean, I do my best. I try. I bear the brunt, but also note taken. There could be moments allowing for other folks to shine. And a good coach would see that. And I
I'm
am
also
not
a
that.
good coach.
I unfortunately
I take it all back.
I take it all back. No. Ideally, I would like. I don't know why, but I know you hate him. But Pat would have been great to come up with a game plan for us to figure out.
You want Pat. I thought, honestly, I want you to know, I thought you were going to say me. And I was going to be like, thank you so much for handing over this responsibility to me. And then you said Pat.
A
If
single
you
snorkel.
let me finish.
A snorkeled centaur like rises up from the bottom of the bottomless hot tub and is just like, "Hey guys,
Oh, Pat.
did you? No, no.
Pat, go. I saw him backwash into the mimosa fountain last week. I'm still mad about it.
Pat does what Pat does, but also he's kind of a loose cannon, so there's clearly a better option, which, if you would have let me finish, is clearly you, Daphne. I think the coach...
Daphne's like actually shocked when Trillis says that, though.
Second only to Pat.
Obviously, I won the Aurorian game. The guy, like, come on, like, of course. But no, Daphne, I don't know. You've had the most experience dealing with the gods and communicating with them and figuring out a way. You've always found your own play. And I think in the realm of us dealing with impossible odds and situations no one's ever encountered before, that's what we need.
And everyone else agrees with this?
I'm sorry, what are we agreeing to?
Oh, I think of the idea of next time we get into a situation, instead of me calling out the shots, letting Daphne figure out and also think about the whole game plan. Because I'll be honest, guys, I've just been kind of pointing us to wherever the compass went. That has been my whole thing. Is kind of I haven't been really looking at big picture, sort of thinking that those details would fall into place, and it's sort of just been like, let's go. And now, as I take a moment to think about it, there are a lot of questions we need to have answered, and it's not as easy as like, oh, we'll just stab him with the sun spear. Because to be honest, it's how I was planning to solve a lot of my problems. But
I think that is how we were supposed to solve it.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so you guys keep doing this thing where you're going in circles here, where you keep saying that the answer is stab him, but like the real question is like, well, how do we get to him? Like, how do we not get killed in the process?
Well, that's the challenge, but I think that if we destroy the sunstones, that will be enough to destroy Heliod, because is that correct? Out of character.
You aren't sure.
That's the first step, at
Mhm.
least. As
And-
far as Phoenix, he will show up as we start to destroy the Sunstones because he wants them. We will lure him to us.
You know for sure that destroying the Sunstones will certainly weaken Heliod because they are a major source of his divinity. So they will leave him vulnerable if destroyed. It
And
will take time to reabsorb that power.
to find
And
them.
then
Mhm.
we will figure out how to get to Heliod.
In the meantime, the steps of finding the stones and securing a route to nab them, I think should fall to the mastermind of our first caper, looking at Daphne, who, I mean, remember you were the one who said to like use my bag to grab it after distracting them, and Wench went in there. Like it was doing a callback from one of our early.
Is that with the lava cakes?
Yeah, no. Lava cake was before that. Honestly,
Oh,
lava
okay.
cake. Yeah, this is before the dude died, the old man.
Oh, gotcha. I'm back. Sorry, it's all just kind of one haze. Once you die, your memories become a lot harder to retain.
It's weird because after losing my memories and getting them back, it's hard to see what is truth and what's not. They like rapidly
but
kind of.
By the way, we've been complimenting me a lot tonight. We should stop for a second.
No, let's not compliment me. I appreciate it. Let's not.
Troilus, you lost your memory and then you won it back from Erebos himself.
Yeah.
So
For you,
cool.
buddy.
Thank you. It's cool. It's you know me, very humble in victory. It's cool.
Because you actually like apparently you gave it away as like a whole fair, which like
Gotta admit,
wow.
it was on my list of things to do. Also, glad you got it. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah. And
Mark it
then,
off the list.
Man. And so then I talked with Erebos and I was like, well, how does he get it back?
Mhm.
And then he's like, well, he's got to do his trial as Troy lost. And then you just did it. How, by the way?
I mean, this reiterates my point. Making the original, that decision should have been a group choice, and I should not have done that in the first place, jeopardizing you all to deal with the situation. And then I just won. And it was good, and then it was back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just pulled out a W.
Yeah, just got the.
Can you refer to killing your brother as getting the W? This is the real challenge.
That's the real challenge. I no. They're your team. They're your family. You're honest with your family. Okay. So it turns out Hector, my brother, had become a returned and escaped from Erebos's dominion, and then went on a blood-soaked rampage and proceeded to kill all of my family and anyone related. And actually, I'm the last Lagonan centaur now. Truly our race is doomed to end with my life. And then he popped up in Erebos, and I had to murder him as a version of myself that did not. Well, I guess no. He was gonna try and kill Shushua, and if he killed me, then he would have been released back onto the mortal plane and wreaked unforeseen havoc on. So we're back, and now we have to kill two gods. So we've got to kill two gods. Yeah. We're moving forward. We're thinking about the things that need to happen.
No.
How do we get to the surface?
And we're trying to get out of hell as fast as we can. Yes.
Also, who is going to wield the spear?
I don't have very muscly arms.
Well, I don't. Honestly, it doesn't even feel that heavy. I hand it to Daphne.
I'm like, oh, that's so much responsibility, and I just hand it directly to Wanch.
Oh,
Incredible.
Phew. Cool. And Wanch is just spinning it, using it to move things.
Wait, put it in the popcorn and see if it makes it taste cool.
Okay,
puts the
actually, this is an
popcorn
abuse of
on the
power that
floor.
I'm very interested in.
I'm just gonna hit one kernel. I'm just gonna like lightly tap one of the kernels at the bottom.
You
Didn't
tap one of the kernels and it expands in size and then bursts into flame.
Oh my god. Okay, well I guess. Hey.
Okay,
It works.
Now we
It
know.
works. It
put
works.
it on the board.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
good.
works.
Oh yeah.
Has the luminance been going on this entire time?
Oh, after the sunbeam, I turned it off. I
Oh,
think it was
thank
like a
God.
preamble. Yeah.
Because the sunbean
The battery
Is
is going
like-
to start to flicker.
like
How do you drop popcorn? I'm fucking panicking over here. I don't know how
just draw your fire on it as well. We know you're great at fire. Because sunbeam
sorry.
is like an offensive spell that does like genuine damage.
Yeah.
So it's just like
The
I guess
popcorn.
everything's on fire.
Mhm.
Wait. You're drawing it too high. It has to be on the
Yeah,
black-
you have to draw it on the
blackboard.
blackboard.
Oh, I got it. I got it. Don't worry.
Yeah, nerd.
It's okay.
Thank you. Finally.
Is that popcorn? Does
Appreciation.
that look like popcorn? Okay, I like try to do the
Yes.
kernel on the inside.
Little,
It's
little
kind of
too
like
bu-
a
little too
sad
buttery,
flower.
little too
Little
buttery
buttery.
for me, but
That's fair.
Yeah, it's gonna burn real good though.
Mhm.
Oh, now I look like I gave it a smile. Oh, I tried its little inside kernel aspect, and I'm so sorry I've derailed the D&D show.
Incredible. No, this is
Yeah.
going
He's on
great. How long
fire.
did the group of you talk and lay out a plan?
I think mainly into the night. I think the biggest thing Troilus wants to ask though to the group is, all right, now how do we leave exactly?
You can just take the stairs.
I'm sorry, what?
You can.
There's stairs? There have been stairs this whole time?
for real, the stairs? Do you actually know if there's like? I turned to Daphne. I'm like, are you messing with him right now? Are there stairs?
Does Daphne know if there's actually stairs?
Roll me a history.
Okay.
Or a religion is fine.
History or religion? They're the same. Maybe
Yeah,
religion.
this is your domain, so
18.
18!
an 18 is enough to tell you with a religion that Erebos has given you leave to go. You can leave as soon as you wish.
Yeah, I saw him outside.
So if you
the
want
window.
stairs, you have them.
Leave however we wish.
Mhm.
So then who wants to wield the spear? Wench?
Ooh,
Daphne starts laughing.
Wait, what's that? I could wield spears.
Okay.
It actually might not be a bad idea having an aerial advantage. You could quite literally smote people with sunlight.
I don't know if I'm the right guy to wield a spear, though.
You're not
I
gonna
don't feel
kill.
like
I mean, come on, Wench. You know, you just kill a god. You do it.
I don't know if I'm really up. I mean, and then I pass it to Shushua. I mean, Shushua, this matches what you're
It matches
wearing.
your outfit.
that.
So
Yes,
it's
I
gotta
know.
be you.
I will wield it if no one else wants to.
Okay.
I mean,
Troilus?
Guess I'll wield it, you cowards.
no, I'm okay. I'm good with what I got.
What weapons
Also,
do you
no one
have?
centaur should have that much power. Let's be real. I've got these, and also I like take my lightning spear and just like, because I haven't done it in a while, just like chuck it through the same hole that I made with a sunbeam.
You haven't done it in 2 days.
Yeah, that's a while for Troilus, and also like
Jesus.
as this version of him, like the victorious, like still got it, and like it's like return, and it comes back.
Yeah, it comes back, but creates a different hole.
yes.
Just like, poof.
I'm good on spears. I have plenty of spears. Honestly, a two spearman it's not a fighting style I know and I'm very comfortable with. Also, if I'd hazard a guess, maybe who right now Shushua holds on to it, but if we need it, the moment will tell us who needs.
Yeah,
to
if
drop-
anyone has an opening, go
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
I
that's a
think
good
that's a
call.
good
Okay,
way.
You have to
to
be
do
we
it.
all
attuned
agree.
to it.
That's
So
good.
if Shusha was taking it, she's gonna attune to it.
Oh, okay. Wait. So
Yeah.
one person does
Yeah.
have to do it. So don't take the shot if you have it, unless you're Shushua. So, all right, guys, that sounds like a plan.
Mhm.
Kind of.
All right.
Oh, actually, it doesn't sound like a plan, but we'll figure it out when we get up there. Right?
She should
Yeah.
tune into the spear then.
Hell yeah.
Shushua, please. You
So-
have the cloak, you can go invisible too. We've got a
God.
whole god assassin on our hands.
All right. So
Great shit.
do you sleep another night or you go ahead and get it over with?
We spend one night to regain some of the charges I wasted on this sphere.
Yeah, you need to get that zone of truth back too.
To get that sort of stuff.
Oh my god, please, can we just party? Just have
He
one
parties so
party.
much in your realm.
No, but
so
Shushua,
much
let's.
partying.
It's just gonna
Technically,
be her
this
last
might be the
one.
last party you ever have.
Last
Yeah.
party.
Okay,
will
one last
begrudgingly
party, and
enjoy
for you, Daphne, I'll do a drug. Come on, I'll do one. Which one do I do? Just pick one. I'll do it. I'll trust.
I'll let Wanch pick the
Do
drug.
a drug.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We
I knew
gonna
that would
get-
cheer him up.
What do you
Silly
got? Some
tonight.
zoomies, some doomies,
gosh.
some groomies, some bloomies. What do you have?
Less
Oh,
likely to want to give him the drug.
I haven't
now.
heard of groomies before. I wouldn't even touch. I wouldn't
Makes
even
you want
touch
to groom
groomies.
yourself, man.
I don't like
Wanch,
it.
Wanch pushes a button on his wing, and like this box pops out, and then the vial, and then like one groomy falls into his hand. I mean,
Yeah, it's been a while since I've used the hallucinations table, so let's.
take a
What are heavenly hallucinations?
All right.
listen, man. Don't do the full groom. Oh my God, you took the full
Oh,
groomie. Yo, that's a week supply of groomie.
What do you
Spit it
mean?
out! Spit it out!
What are you?
What?
Oh no,
It's just
no,
one.
no.
It's just one little thing.
It takes a
you're
little like
you're supposed to
earwax.
smell a whiff of it.
And
no,
that's
dude.
why we spent 1 week in Elysia.
I
Yeah.
have 2 livers. I can totally handle. Hey, Mug. I like my hair. Thank you very much.
Oh,
And
no,
Dish,
wait.
you don't need to say that about my hooves. I think they're perfect the way they are.
Oh, okay. Well, Shusha, do you want one?
No, thank you.
That's, of course. Why did I?
Troilus is a cop. Don't be direct with Troilus.
Well,
Only loomies for me tonight.
Here we go, Ant.
no!
Such a bad trip.
I know, everyone only has bad trips in paradise. That's the law.
Incredible.
Mother is gently scolding me, which actually would be a nice thing. It would be a step up,
Yeah.
actually.
It would be a
I just
gentle
think
scold. It's just like,
I could think
really,
you could push yourself
4
just a little
hot
harder.
dogs?
You know what I mean?
That's how deep your problem with affection is. Your version of affection is gently scolding.
It's like, Cassius, 4 hot dogs.
I mean, I don't know. There's the protein, I guess.
And you couldn't even slice. See, he doesn't like the crust on his sandwiches, and you just insist on giving him crust for no reason. It's not as though there's any extra nutrients. That's the entire night.
Yeah,
Listen, bread. Nobody likes crust. Everybody likes me.
I can't believe there's a Shusha and I.
I mean, at least the bread ain't yelling at people. At least I'm not yelling at bread, Ma. I mean, it's cool.
Well, he is your friend, and you did choose him, but at least he's not as handsome as you.
Shusha and Daphne lock the 2 of them in the party room.
Hold on, Daphne has to be on drugs. There's no way you're not rolling the table for Daphne. Are you clean?
Non-paradise, baby.
I am gonna roll a hallucination for Daphne. Wow, it's so long.
Oh no!
Look at it; it disappears eventually.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, what the fuck did you just do to Daphne?
You got a real one.
Oh
The trips just get worse.
no! No.
All right. Let's just go ahead and skip forward to your last day in paradise. You all leave together and you see out in the courtyard that there has begun the makings of a stairwell. Basically, Daphne's Paradise Palace is beginning to disassemble itself, form ash, and solidify as steps upward toward a hole in the clouds.
My palace. Daphne's so sad about that. She's trying to be cool, but she's very sad about this palace going
The
away.
majority of Daphne's subjects also begin to disappear, though there are some who are genuine souls, including Patroclus, who sort of wave from the beach.
I'll see you. Maybe
you,
not
bud.
soon, but I'll see you.
It was really good to see you, Pat. I look at Daphne.
I'll
really
see
need
you
to-
later, Troy boy.
See you. And I look at Daphne like, you really did do a nice place here. And I'm sure it'll be even better when it's your time to come back.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna rule this place with an iron fist.
Okay, I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, you see dozens of mimosa fountains dissembling themselves and becoming the railing up your little stairway from heaven.
I want all the little wenches to be like grinding them on skateboards. Like, just like
Yeah, actually, yeah,
They're the ones
they
building the
definitely
stairs.
skateboard. But as they near real wench, they scream and then dissolve into dust.
Jesus.
Wow.
This
What?
place is getting dark in the
Wait.
last few minutes.
Wait,
Later,
watch out,
me's.
Wanch, double at your 9 o'clock.
oh,
We
wait.
look, and
Oh,
see the
hey,
floating.
later, little.
At this point, we're up in the air high enough that he's rotating by.
Yeah, he comes by and all of you high five him.
One,
We could have
two,
like
three,
reached
four.
out and grabbed
Could
him.
have grabbed him.
But
Honestly, we should have. The high five change was cool. We should have stopped.
I shouldn't have.
It's okay. He'll probably cease to exist.
We'll
when
do
we
better on the
leave, right?
surface. We'll do better on the surface. Let's go.
The higher you climb, the brighter it gets until you can no longer see Elysia beneath you, but you can hear the roar of the ocean and you can feel the warmth of real sun on your skin. You emerge in this churning whirlpool in the middle of the ocean and begin an upward ascent along a curved spiraling ramp to a small stone and marble gazebo just set out in the center of the sea. Once you step foot on there, you see a woman in a silk gown with her hair pulled high into a ponytail, and she sits there with her hands on her laps. Oh, little Stardust, I have been waiting for you. Welcome to the edge of the world. That's where we're going to go ahead and end this week. As the group of you ascend from the underworld to Crufix's temple at the edge of the world.
Fun times.
Very cool.
That's
Yay!
so rad.
I like that. I
Very
like that a
excited.
lot.
So I have a question about the spear.
Speak to me. Speak it into my heart.
So
Open the
because
eyes of my heart, Lord.
there are like the piety abilities, but obviously it's been switched to Erebos. So does that mean if you build piety with
Mhm.
Erebos that you will get bonus abilities? And if so, should they be the same
Yes.
abilities or will it change?
I might change them.
Cool.
Who knows? We'll see.
Yay.
But those, yeah. So those are if you're a worshiper of the
Heliod.
person that
Heliod.
it's
Yeah.
for. So, yep. Very cool.
Hmm.
Since you have already completed a long rest, you can consider that spear attuned to you.
Hells yeah.
Why don't we go through and do outros, y'all?
Did we do a drawing already or no?
Who wants to go first?
I don't think we're doing it.
Oh,
Oh, we didn't
no
have one
drawing
last
this
week.
week.
No, it's okay. But come back next week. We might have one. We'll keep you in the loop.
Well, we won't be here next week.
Yeah, we won't be here. This is
We're not?
yeah.
Are we off?
D&D is going dark for the next 2 weeks.
So the next time we'll be on is the 6th.
No, the next
Or
one
we
we'll be
can-
on is Friday.
Oh yeah, November.
Yay!
November.
And then I don't know, we'll keep everybody up to date on whether or not we play on the Roll20 channel next week.
Yeah.
But you'll know by this weekend whether that's going to be the case.
Who knows? We might watch Twilight on the 30th. We're still deciding. We'll figure it out.
We
Yeah.
should watch Twilight. Oh my
Okay, I mean,
gosh,
it might
that's
be a
so
good thing
good
before the new year.
idea.
It's now. It now is officially on Watch Party, so we could.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so who is our first outro?
I can go first. Hey everyone, what's going on? My name's Carlos Luna. You can find me on all social media under Carlos Crits. You can find me and everyone here next this Friday on the Roll20 Twitch stream. Yeah, for Rollvember. I will be running the game. It's a audience participation game. I will be playing Kevin, and these are the Wet Bandits. We are playing a Home Alone game with audience participation for donations to benefit code 2040. 4020? 2040.
2040. No, 2040.
Yes, 2040. Yes, thank you. Yeah, it's going to be really fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Kill some Wet Bandits, and yeah.
And we're gonna kill Kevin.
Yeah, we're gonna kill Kevin. We've already.
Probably not.
I'm gonna
We've
break
already
that little
decided-
10-year-old's legs.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
I can't
definitely
wait.
killing Kevin.
Oh,
not
that's what
bite
they
off
wanted.
his
He just
little
wanted to eat Kevin's
fingers.
legs.
What if he just respawns every time we kill him? Like,
Oh my god.
Maybe it's like a Sisyphean torture.
You
Yeah,
know,
they're
Joe
in
Pesci
hell.
really did bite his finger and broke the skin. He was bleeding in that
Oh, that's
scene
fucking
where he like
great.
hangs him up and then puts his finger in his mouth.
Oh my
Joe
God.
Pesci actually bit Macaulay Culkin's finger.
You know what?
hard
I
enough to break the
100%
skin.
believe that.
That's method, baby.
Having seen Goodfellas before I saw Home Alone.
Joe
He's a good.
Pesci, Joe Pesci also said on set that that his acting style is he gets the script and it's impossible for him to read any script without putting the word fuck in every other sentence.
Yeah.
So he has to read Home Alone with the F words and then he has to practice real hard to get them out of his system.
Yeah. It's like watching
I
Joe
almost couldn't tell
Pesci.
if you were doing a bit. I like thought you
No,
were being
that's
real
true.
for a second.
I really
Yeah.
did look up a
No.
lot of Home Alone information, like to make this
Watching
game, guys.
Joe
That's
Pesci
not
struggle
real.
to not
It's real.
curse is
I
incredible.
cannot believe this. This is a
They-
prank show.
I'm so
no,
excited.
they
I can't
shot
wait.
it in Illinois in a high school, like in an abandoned high school. The entire house is a set in the gym and in the pool. Like
I can't believe you all agreed that this end bit was going to be tell Katie May fake facts about Home Alone.
It's not.
it's not. It's completely real.
The
Google
actual
it,
house is in
Howard.
Wilmette, Illinois. It's not far, like the outside where
Yeah,
they like
there's
shoot
one
all
in-
that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, the outside one is in Wilmette. Then they've changed.
Google
I
it,
guess.
coward.
Yeah,
I will.
I've looked up.
You are
floor
right
plans
now, I
for
can
this,
tell.
Okay, I
Oh,
had to research
baby.
floor plans, both the
Carlos.
originals
Wow.
and the new editions.
What
that
is the
they've made to
AC of the Michael Jordan cutout in specific? I want to know. I want to know about that.
Who's next? Who's
Boy.
next? Someone go next.
I'll go. Hi, I'm Solani. I am at Mistress First on Twitter and Twitch. And when I'm not here, I am DMing for Plot Hunters. And we usually play every Saturday, but we're missing next Saturday. But we're currently playing through Rise of Tiamat. And they're going to be fighting some more dragons soon. It's going to be great to watch us.
I'm Katie May. You can find me at Twitter at twitter.com/OKKatieMay. I'm also here on Twitch. I'm going to stream Calico tomorrow, which is a fun magical girl cat cafe game. So if you head over to twitch.tv/OKKatieMay, you can see me do that tomorrow. Dungeons, Dice, and Everything Nice is also going to be part of Rollvember. And we're going to play some Monster of the Week. But this is where this is the first time I'm saying it out loud. So we haven't quite announced it yet, but we're going to be doing that. Very exciting. But besides that, are we still streaming this Thursday? Dear pal?
Yeah, bud. I was gonna say I'm
Yeah,
excited.
bud.
I'm
I can't
excited.
wait.
Yeah.
We're going to go back to Life is Strange with Once Upon a Game. We're going to head back to the gamer zone. I cannot wait.
I'm so pumped.
But yeah, that's it for me. Take it away, Masood.
I'd love to. Hey, y'all. I'm Masood. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Marudeboy, MAHRUDEBOI. Here's how my schedule usually breaks down week to week. Sunday, I got Rivals of Waterdeep. Monday night, I do a home game with my friends. You'll never see it. Tuesday, I do Mythic Odysseys of Theros with these wonderful people. Wednesday nights, I got Balak Bayan returning home on the Roll20 channel. It's been a blast. We're having a blast. And Thursday, we've got Once Upon a Game, as I mentioned a little bit with Katie May. This week, I have the added benefit of you can also catch me on Friday with this Indoor Recess crew doing this Home Alone RPG campaign. And I'll be there for Rollvember on Saturday, a part of the Stir Friday Night charity stream where we're going to be playing Gamma World. It's a very interesting RPG set in a like post-apocalyptic world where oftentimes like nuclear radiation will just make a random effect happen to your character. And so we're going to be playing with that and seeing how that works out for us. But yeah, that's going to be me. TK, I believe it's up to you.
Hello, it's me, TK. I write spooky stories on the internet. If you like spooky stories, then you can read them at my website, tkjwrites.com, or you can follow me on Twitter, TK Joins the Fray. We probably won't be doing Spooky Slumber Party for a little bit. We've had some changes in our work schedules. So it'll either move from Saturday or move to an earlier time slot. We're not 100% sure yet. Look forward to that coming back. I don't know, into the holidays. Who knows? I'll say we'll take a break, and then like 2 weeks from now, we'll be like, ha, fucking surprise. Katie, May, I have no idea what you're saying.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll say it'll only happen when the spookiness is in your heart.
It's
Gamer.
true. When the spookiness is alive in your spirit. But that's it. That's all for me, unless I'm forgetting something. In which case, whatever. You'll probably see it on Twitter. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
night.
Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
Adieu.